And niggas talking about stop feeling pain when you're 30, man. I can't. Really today I went to the gym. I was like, fuck that. And did some
Yeah,
yoga too, nigga. Stretch.
yeah, I need to go to the gym. I've slacked over the last couple weeks, but
So
I did start trying to stretch as much as possible because, um, yeah, man, we're getting old.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
no way I'm gonna let myself go out like that. Like I cannot be a stiff person, man. That's just I don't know. Like my big and I'm tall too. When you're tall, it's different. You don't want to be
yeah,
stiff. Then you're walking slow. Then you really gonna move like a giant for real. That
yeah.
you got- you
The
gotta be
slow is.
can't even train my kid to be the next well this one is Lamine Yamal. They're saying it's Lamine Yamal project now. It's not the
Not Project Mbappe no more.
Project Mbappe no more. The Lamine Yamal project YSL.
Yeah, yeah,
But
that's
speaking of
true.
YSL, welcome to the Facts. Welcome to the Facts podcast, man. This is the
Thanks
Facts
for having
podcast.
me.
Um, we are here in the building. Full Squad's in the building. Jadea's in the building. I believe MBO is in the building, he's in the cut, but he's gonna come in soon, and the rest are gonna pop in whenever they get here. But make sure that you hit the notification button because, like I said, you think we come in on Sundays, but we may surprise you like Man United and just drop in on Monday. Like that's just how we roll. We
Remontada settings. You never know where we're gonna be.
you
You
never
just gotta be ready. Stay ready for us.
stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready. And that's the motto we are on right now. So make sure you hit the notification button. And let's just get straight into it, man. Let's just get straight into it. I had to get my boy Judea on the podcast because I really wanted to be like two United fans here, but Mom couldn't make it today. But I just feel like the game that happened on Thursday was that has to be the game of the season.
Has to be the game of the season. It was phenomenal.
Look at you
I'm
smiling.
glad. I'm glad you brought it up. It's already like music to my ears. Sunday morning, just hear Harry Maguire. That's a good way to wake up, man.
That's your
You know,
alarm clock.
that's clock, man. But honestly, man, that game took us from like the peaks to the complete bottom of the valley, and you're thinking, "Oh my goodness, is our season gonna end like this?"
It's like a roller
Um,
coaster.
yeah, it was, yeah, it was phenomenal. It was, yeah, I don't know. I was speechless when I was watching it because I've never seen. I mean, I've seen stuff like this because United do this all the time, but this one felt different. This comeback
Mm.
felt different because at 17th in the Premier League, are we 17th? Are we 16th,
I also
15th?
haven't I also haven't checked the table. I also gonna be looking down there when I check the table like that. So,
Dude,
so
we're somewhere between 14 and 17.
all I know, yeah, I got double digits right next to you. That's all I know.
For
I don't know.
real, high double digits, man. We're close to the 20s, dog. We're closer to 20 than we are to 10, you know? But
Damn.
but I
Yeah,
mean in
really?
terms of league position, I think.
Damn,
Well,
son.
not points, but but yeah, imagine we got out of Europa and we had to face the reality of that being our season. It'll be too painful. So to think of our season was gonna end to it coming back from life, with Harry Maguire being the guy who's been like
Are you
maligned for
snaphead?
so long. He's had to show strength and character. Casemiro, people wrote him off.
Hmm.
What did our friend Jamie Carragher say? Leave the football before the football leaves you. Casemiro said, "You should be quiet." Have you seen that Louis Farrakhan interview with the
Mm-mm,
white guy, Mr.
mm-mm.
Wallace? He's like,
Mm-mm.
I think you should be quiet. I think that's what Casemiro did to Carragher, bro, because the guy put on a masterclass. So I'm just happy it happened, but it only becomes game of the season if we go on and beat Bilbao. Other than
Mm.
if that, we've just wasted our karma. We wasted one of our 9 lives, you know. So we have to go all the way. That's the goal. But I was thrilled, bro.
So it's obviously a must. What so what I'm hearing is like a must win for United to win the Europa League. Like that Europa League must come home. Like
Yeah, the
it has to.
difference between us having to rebuild for 5 years versus us having a shortcut of like 3 years, like we could shorten our rebuild window by 2 to 5 years based on this Champions League qualification if we get it,
Yeah,
because
but
the
you're playing six
sheer
games a
amount of
week.
money we will get, the fact that we'll be able to attract much bigger players than we would without Champions League and our league position. Yeah, it's not gonna look pretty. We'll have to literally be relying on the youngsters for like the next 3 years if we don't get this Champions League
Mm.
qualification. But if we get them, we can maybe get a little Osimhen. We could get Cunha. Eze. If his hamstrings are working, we say Eze, just come over from Crystal
That's so
Palace.
funny, yo.
You know.
That's so funny, yo. United getting the Champions League and then going for big players. That's like you going to go get a loan and now all of a sudden you think you're rich and now you're just
No,
gonna.
no, no, but it actually allows us because Rashford. This is assuming Rashford is going to leave, right? If Rashford is sold, um, if
I'm gonna
if
just do a quick little sidebar here. I like how when it's other teams, they rationalize the fact that qualifying for Champions League allows you to get more money and sign bigger players. But when Man City have been in the Champions League for 14 years straight, nobody knows where the money's coming from.
Oh, no, 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 no! I'm glad you
Yes.
brought this up. This
Nobody
is
knows that when we won the league 7 times in 9 years, no one knows where the money's coming from. But well, now,
true, but
now all of a sudden, just qualifying for Champions League
the
allows you to sign Osimhen and Eze. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
because, but no, exactly. The reason why it's crazy is because we're not on the same level as you guys. We are giant. We're gigantic. So we're
Oh,
able to drive these
brother.
Oh
revenues,
boy.
which
Here we
make these
go.
players attainable.
Here
You're the
we
one who brought
go.
it up. Because the
Here we
thing is,
go.
fun
Y'all,
fact,
y'all
Lulu,
where
MB,
y'all where on that level? Y'all are not on our
bro,
level.
the funds you get for winning these league things are records, are on record,
That's fine.
you know?
And
And
we've won
something
it.
that's not on record is where City get, pay,
I mean, that's
Mancini
all on
for.
record. We've gotten 3 court cases we've won. And this one we're about to win again. So
Winning on time barred legalities and
that's fine.
technicalities.
OJ is not in jail, you know?
I like how OJ is your role, is
OJ
your
is not in jail.
representative.
If the glove don't fit, you gotta acquit,
He's-
man.
he released a book said if I did it, right? You
And
know
Pep
that.
ain't released a damn thing. So
I mean, he eventually went to jail, so
until Pep released that book, we ain't gonna hear nothing about it.
Look, you're the one who brought it up. I'm just saying
Hey, I'm gonna bring it up all the time because
we need
the
we
way
need to win the Champions League because
the
it's
Champions League, Europa
it's
League.
the key. It's the key. Sorry, Europa League. And we need to qualify
yeah,
for the Champions League.
everybody loves to compartmentalize when it's their club. You gotta look at the big picture.
Mbuemo, Wisa, you guys, they could come. And look, we're not looking for cream de la
Oh
cream of
man.
like getting Mbappe's and getting Pogba level type players. We're saying no, we want the best players from the small teams. We don't have to go to the best players in Europe. And we know where we're at the moment, and we're gonna take maybe, I think there's 4 transfer windows before I think we can establish ourselves back at the very top. Because this next transfer window, if we qualify for Champions League, we're able to attract the Embuemos and the Wisas, the Cunhas.
So
Eze, I
so
think,
let's
is a little
let's
bit
let's say
level above.
best case scenario. Best
We
case
get a new
scenario.
goalkeeper. Okay, best
Y'all
case scenario.
y'all don't qualify for Champions League, right? That's best
Best
case
case
scenario.
Best
scenario.
case
Yeah.
scenario for
And
our sake,
but
for our mental health.
clearly, like you guys, your club is at a point where okay, I heard what you're saying about Casemiro and all that, but at the end of the day, that's like one game that he balled out. That's fine. But everybody knows you guys need to make a lot of changes to your club. So let's
Yes.
just say y'all do not get into Champions League. Y'all don't get that, Champions League money, prize money from Europa League, all of that stuff. What are the caliber of players that you're looking to bring to your club for next season?
That's a very good question because yeah, that's a very, very good question because that's the problem with us not winning is that the time horizon of our development increases a ton. So we have to get worse players. You're right. Or the sort of alternative is that we sell our young players to get the one or two big players, which I don't think is a terrible approach. Because if we sell Garnacho for 60 million, I know Chelsea wants him,
Oh,
Napoli wants him.
whoa!
Wait,
You
what?
know,
What happened?
Garnacho for how much?
Chelsea and Napoli were trying to bid high 40s, and we
Nah,
wanted
Man,
60.
that was in January,
that
man.
boy
Ain't nobody
stocks
gonna put
done
that number.
plummeted.
Nigga, yeah, hell
Either way,
no.
either
Yeah,
way.
we put the
60 mil.
tariffs on Garnacho now.
You can leave for 20, a good 20. Yeah.
Either way,
Oh man.
okay, that's good that
Lord.
you guys don't want him because I don't want to sell him, right? But we'll have to start selling our youngsters like the Rashfords, the academy players like Garnacho's, Mainos, in order to buy the slightly bigger players if we don't make Champions League, which I think is egregious, man. We should be keeping Mainu, we should be keeping Garnacho for at least the next 3 seasons.
Why would you want to sell Mano? I mean,
No, but
I know I
even
don't want to sell
even with
Mainu.
that, like
Ineos wants to.
my thing is, let's
oh,
say you
yeah.
sell all those players, but like what
We
which
shouldn't.
but let's say you guys are trying to, play your squad out. Let's say, okay, you don't sell Maino. Let's say you sell Garnacho, you sell
Rashford.
Lindelof and Rashford and these other players. But then what type of players? Because if you
Will we
don't win the
bring in?
Europa League, you're not just not playing Champions League, you're not playing no European football. So
Yeah.
which type of players are
You
you
know
looking
who?
at that
So
would like forfeit Champions League or Europa League or even Conference League football to
that's a good.
play in the
They would
English
have
league?
to be young. So someone like Zion Suzuki, the goalkeeper from Serie A, the black and
Yeah,
Japanese guy.
Who?
I think he
Um,
plays for Udinese or something like that.
yes, something like that. Maybe
Okay.
Lazio.
He's
I
black
can't
and
remember, but
Japanese.
he's black and Japanese. I think
Oh, that's dope.
he
Blackanese.
might be. He might be. Is he Nigerian?
Yeah, going from African to a Blackanese.
He's
That's
Ghanaian. He's Ghanaian and Japanese. Exactly. We're mixing and matching.
yeah, we need a few Asian in this blackness.
Yeah. Onana on his own is an outfield player. This guy wants to
Yeah.
do step overs.
Nana, he's too much of Africa. He's too
He's
of a
too much.
man.
commander.
He's a striker playing in goal.
A strike goalie.
Yeah. Outfield player with gloves. But it's that's the type of player. It would have to be the young types. So like he would come in. I would imagine. I would probably think it would make sense to go for someone like Muller because he can add some
Which Muller?
experience.
Thomas
Thomas
Muller?
Muller, yeah.
Why would you guys want to go
Because he'll
back
be
that
on a
route?
free. He'll be on a free.
And
We could make Donnarumma the number one goalkeeper for Man United long term. He's about to be free agent, not this summer, but the next one.
That's
So we can
snake.
negotiate a little bit.
What's it called?
which
I
Donnarumma
think
you
I
talking
think
about?
one good tactic y'all could probably do is sign a bunch of like
Free
I
agents.
guess good players from relegated teams like Ipswich. You can get like Delap and
Yeah, Delap's on the list. You're right, but I
yeah,
think the problem with Delap is that everyone's gonna bid for Delap,
yeah, and then
so
you
the
can
price
pay
is gonna be
us. Give
high.
us that buy on clause. We need
What
that.
you mean? They got buy on clause on it on the
Yeah,
lap?
whatever they selling for, we got 10%. Put it on the tab, boy.
Put it on the tab, boy.
You know
Oh
what's
man.
good? What's good about that is Ipswich manager is a Man United former coach, so they
He
may actually
probably wants to
sanction
at
the
some point.
discount.
He probably wants to at some point coach Man United. So he'll
Exactly, he's
no, he
offloading
won't
with a
sell. He wants
purpose.
Amorim to fail, and then he's gonna be like, you know what? I'll come with my boys.
Yeah, if you want the lab, you gotta hire me too. It's
Yeah.
a two for one package.
Oh
That's
man,
fine.
but as a United fan, how are you buying into not just the I guess Amorim era, but let's just focus on just I want to say that the style of play because for the longest I've been saying Manchester United are a counter-attacking team. We've had these people come on this podcast and try to chew my head, and bro,
They
they're
said you was a
clearly a
fish
counter-attacking team. So it's like
Did they
now
chew
that
the
you have
ice?
a coach that kind of feeds into that, you're playing like a defensive formation that when you win the ball, you spread it wide and attack with pace. Like that's feeding into, I think, the best part of your club. How do you feel watching that as a fan?
So I'll say this: when Amarim came, he didn't try and play counterattack. He played the same formation, 3-4-3, but he played us a little bit higher, and he instilled in us that we had to play short passing, a lot of short passing to try build up. But it didn't suit this team, and we were boring and stale to watch. We would create like maybe two chances a game. It was just not looking good. And I actually was saying that Amarim should go to a more direct way of playing, a little bit more long balls from like, attacking the back line, using our wing backs to put pressure. Like I wanted more of that. So the fact that we're now seeing that is actually helping us be more competitive in games, regardless of we're still losing, but we're creating so much more threat because we have players like Bruno, who can go, Ganacho who can go, things of that nature. Now, if you're asking me what I want us to be long term, I want us to be attacking and direct. So weirdly enough, the kamikaze ball that Eric Ten Hag was trying to play, I feel like if he had just played Ahmad and had a better handle on Rashford a little bit, sooner, we would be seeing the benefits of a really, really attacking and potent system where you have 6 people in the final third. Ambi didn't like what I had to say.
Oh no,
He heard Ten Hag and he's like,
I forgot when
man,
you open.
I'm out of here.
Nigga
I forgot
disappear
when
like
you
Ten
open
Hag.
this app, it thinks your camera. Man, all good eras come to an end. Ten Hag's era is done, man.
It's done. But either way, so when you say counter-attacking, I don't mind a counter-attacking game because with Man United, we are great at every phase of play. Under Ferguson, we were great with the ball and we were great counter-attacking. So I like to see counter-attacking football, but I also want us to be able to step on people's throats when we have the ball.
Right.
And we could, if we had players who are fit, like Licha, if he was fit, would upgrade that. If Shaw was fit, he would upgrade that. If we were able to give Dalot a rest, he'd be able to give that. Unfortunately, we just don't have the squad to play in any other way. So I'm okay with it for the short term, but I know that give us a couple more, give us a proper central midfielder that can play all around like a controller. I think we can play in different ways. The thing about Man United is we need to be powerful, unpredictable, dynamic, and fast. However, we want to incorporate that, I don't care, but those things have to be there. And so, yeah, I'm not liking it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not liking how the type of football we're playing. But for me, I'm like, look, I can't judge Amarim in such a short time with all the chaos that's happened. We had a board that searched for a director of football for close to 2 years, finally got them, and then sacked them 3 months later or 5 months later. This doesn't happen at top clubs usually. So I'm just saying that until he gets a full preseason and a full first transfer window, he can, as long as we don't get relegated and we win this Europa, let him do what he wants.
So what
Isn't
happens if
it?
y'all get relegated and win the
Nah,
Europa?
they can't
Well,
get
we can't. We
relegated.
can't get relegated
It's
mathematically,
it's
bro.
done.
It's over.
Objective. This is FIFA. We've already cleared that objective with a couple weeks to go.
Oh
No, that's
man.
hilarious. Now I feel you with especially when I'm playing dominant. Especially like it goes to show like I mean Wolves is not a easy team, but just coming off like the big high of beating Lyon midweek, and then boom, you go and you lose to
To Wolves.
Wolves.
Yeah, but we played the kids, and it was we wasted so many chances. It's like we know the story. We're just not clinical. We know the story. So if we're not scoring enough goals, we're gonna lose every game. Yeah.
Is Man United now are y'all now like a tournament team? Like do you guys not like thrive in the
You could say tournament team or you could say winners. You could
Oh
choose you could choose
brother.
how you want. Even when we're playing badly, we win
There we
stuff.
go, man.
Ten Hag back to back, back to back trophies. if we make the
There
Europa, we're
we
still
go.
winning. I'm not saying it's good enough, but it's the bare minimum. If you
But
don't
y'all
do
would
well in
have
your
Right.
y'all
league,
would
you
have won
gotta
more
come home with
trophies
some
than Arsenal.
silverware.
You said
What's that?
what?
If you don't do well in your league, you have to come back with some silverware. It's the obligation
Nah,
as
that's
a
true.
big
That's true.
team.
You
You
gotta
know?
return with something. Shit.
Yeah,
You gotta return with something. I mean, Christopher Columbus did that. He was like,
yeah.
"You're saying India, but it can be."
But I'm leaving here with something.
I'm living here with something. I'm from around the way. That's hilarious. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's all
So we'll
positive,
see.
Man U, man. MB, did you watch the game, the Lyon game, Man U versus
Oh
Lyon?
yeah, I was hate watching like a mother.
Oh, that must have been sweet, huh? How
Yeah, I
many how
mean,
many
at
walls
the
did
end
you
of the
break?
game, at the
How
end of
many
the
walls did
game,
you break?
how many walls? Nah, at the
Wa-
end of the game, bro. There's certain things. No matter if you hate watching or not, bro, you can't deny. Like that's
Fact.
typical Man United last minute Fergie time bullshit.
Yeah,
So I was
it's
just
Right.
like,
amazing.
I was getting ready to talk my shit, but after they scored that penalty, I was like, oh, I've seen the script,
Here we
bro.
go
I
again.
already knew they were gonna. I thought they were gonna at least get to penalties, but when I saw how much time was on the clock, I said, "Nah, Leon not done, bro."
There's
That
only two teams that can do that in football, and that's Man United and Real Madrid. That's why we're the clubs
man,
of all
Yeah.
clubs. Even our
the
opponents
club
know
of
when.
all club sketch,
Our opponents
bruh.
know
Nigga.
when to
Do
be
it,
like,
do it
you know
against
what? This is
Athletic Club,
United
man.
aura. Let me stand back. At 4-3, you were like,
Do it against Athletic Club, man.
oh yeah, that's gonna be tough, man. I'm low-key nervous, man.
Yeah, they got
Nah,
the
that
Williams
that
over
I'm gonna
there.
bring the suit out for that one.
That one. Oh, you bring out the tuxedo?
Yeah, the Ghanaian brothers, they got me. I made the call.
That's funny. Yeah, we don't do well against Spanish opposition. That's what's making me nervous.
Yeah, I made that call. I know what I'm in for.
You gonna make some jollof rice?
Oh man. But
Good, good, good.
what's it called? That yeah, I mean, after that red card, I think even though Leon scored, but there's you can get a red card, and then the way they scored was they kept playing football. But once you don't go to Old Trafford and go and try and sit back and let Bruno
Yeah,
Fernandes pick up the ball at the halfway line and look at all his
free.
teammates in
Yeah.
space.
I
That
mean, they
doesn't make
had
sense.
10 men, bro. All they had was
Nah,
10
but they
men. Yeah.
scored 2 goals with 10 men by playing football. Like it's as soon as they stopped doing that, that's when they conceded 3 goals.
That's true. That's true. And they took off what's his name, Turkey too. They took off.
Bruh, I think they made the wrong decisions in that game. But at the end of the day, yeah, I mean you're playing away at Old Trafford. You give them that little sniff, and you're now sitting back.
The
You're
theater
cooked.
of dreams.
This nigga Maguire moving like prime Drogba.
You're a slap head, bro.
Oh
Them
man.
headers be moving
And then,
crazy.
bro, I was watching the game, and I was as much as I was like, nah, okay, yeah, these niggas they pulled it off. I heard this commentator screaming. I was like, what is going on? Come to
Yeah,
find out, it was
it was
Rio
Rio and Robbie
Ferdinand.
Savage.
Yeah, I was like, that makes so much sense that it was Rio Ferdinand because that was not impartial
That
refereeing.
Yeah.
I mean, impartial commentary. This thing was like, oh, I told you. I said, what? I said, who is this on my TV, bro? Turn this shit off.
Yo, that nigga Rio used that opportunity to start dropping bars that I've never heard in my life.
Man.
He said Mano's goal. That's his specialty. That's what he does. He's great at that.
Yeah,
Like,
But it is what he does, though.
tried to turn
man,
Mano into Terry Henry.
yeah. This is his signature.
Oh man. After they done made the poor boy cut his hair.
No,
I
for real. What
know.
happened to the locks, man? Why I make Mano cut his hair, man?
I don't know, man. The
Racism,
contract
man. Racism.
negotiations were up, and he's like, "All right, I gotta go in,
So
get my value."
Amorim said, this is not Chelsea. You either come with a clean cut or you don't come at all, man.
either you shave it or you don't play.
Yeah.
Well, you
One
play
of
for
the two.
Mandem FC, Crystal
Mandem
Palace.
FC for real.
That's hilarious. So Mano, is his contract up? Has he signed his contract yet or not?
So he still has many years left, but he's currently earning 20 grand a week or something like that.
God.
Oh wow, he's earning change.
So something like that. So and he's been playing insane amounts, and he's like, enough is enough. And so he's trying to renegotiate, and apparently he's asking for 180, which 120,
180,
sorry, 120
120.
or
Okay.
something like that, or 180 or 120. I can't remember, but it's probably just coming out from the club. You know how they lie on these people,
Yeah.
you know. But he's basically asking for what he's worth, and United are basically saying we're not going to pay you that much because you have 3 more years on the contract. So let's
Three
get to
more
something
years,
more
20K. That's crazy.
more
And
realistic.
Casemiro is here making 380. Oh
Something like
hell
that.
no.
Because Kobe is a kid.
Yeah, but
He's
how
from the
old is he?
academy.
He's like what? 20?
19.
Man, Phil Foden
He's
was making bricks at 19. Phil
yeah,
Foden was making bricks.
he's gonna get a new contract for sure.
I thought he was making money for sure. That nigga, he was getting them black haircuts.
Let me
That's
see
what
what this guy. Yeah, Noah Neri is making 3K a week. That's crazy. That's insane.
That's why Arteta's
3,000 a
playing him,
week. What the hell?
3K a week. I mean, shit, niggas is laughing. I ain't got 3K a week.
Nah, yeah, but in football terms, obviously we're not talking about like in regular terms. In football terms, that's crazy.
Even in regular terms, shit, you can you typical jobs, you typically make 1K a week. Typically,
Yeah,
that's average. So he making like 2K more than
yeah, but that's
Mano.
what I'm saying. Like if you looking at it that way, then all these football, even those making like 12K, I mean 1,200 a week are still gonna come out in the green. But if you're looking at it compared to other footballers and other
Yeah.
teams and stuff, like
Yeah.
if you compare him to like Danny Drinkwater, who plays one game every quarter, like do you think
See, he
that's
still play football?
he plays for y'all?
No, he don't.
Danny Drinkwater, isn't he a Chelsea player?
He's not
Danny
still a
Drinkwater is
Chelsea,
not
is
a
he?
Chelsea player. That is so funny.
Man,
You guys said Danny Drinkwater.
y'all got Danny Drinkwater on your books, man.
But it's the fact you said Danny. Drinkwater enough is okay.
Danny Drake. He used to play for
Wait,
United though.
who's no Drewsbury Hall is who I'm thinking about.
Oh,
Oh,
Drewsbury.
okay,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Drewsbury.
Drewsbury Hall.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
nah, they all
okay.
fit in the same category.
Yeah.
Drewsbury Hall plays once a year, and he's making now how much? He's making
Nigga say once a year. Nigga
how
just
much is
joined.
this? Jesus, that looks like a lot. They gave me the yearly. I said the weekly. He's only making well not only, but he's making 80K. But you see people like
But
that
that's
making
yeah, that's
80K.
Yeah, that's
four
cool in
times
football.
what Mano's making, and
Yeah,
Mano's playing at
exactly.
Old Trafford. So he's trying to get a pre value from before. Like he's trying to recoup his value
Uh,
because at 20K a year, and you've started pretty much like under Ten Hag almost every single game, and you were the guy who saved Man United's midfield at the age of 18. You're gonna be like, look, I've put in more than 20K. That Liverpool goal alone was worth 20K.
Liverpool. Think he scored a winner in the FA Cup?
No, I mean again, that's what I'm saying. It could be the FA Cup. He's scored many though. Like it's worth more than 20K. So I'm like, get your money, bro.
Yeah,
I want him to get his money.
I gotta build the team around him. Like it's very important.
Around him, I wouldn't say around him, but they just got to rebuild their team. I don't think they should.
We have to definitely accommodate Mano in the rebuild for sure.
I think if
I'm
they're
not.
rebuilding their team around anybody, it should until he leaves, it should always be Bruno. I don't know any other player at United that they should build a team around outside of Bruno. So
Yeah,
if
Bruno
I
and
think
Mano can coexist, I think.
yeah, so they build it. So Mano is being put in the team to support or like play with Bruno, but it's not the other way
For
around.
now. But then Mano will eventually be the guy that the team is built around. At
If
age
Bruno
26.
leaves, yeah, because
Yeah,
Bruno
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
dropping
yeah.
what 20 goals, 20 assists a season. Like,
Yeah,
bruh,
yeah.
if you have a player like that, you gotta build your team around him. I don't care who else is on the team.
I agree, man.
That's facts. That's facts. So what? You just get like a defensive midfielder to partner Mano and have Bruno as the 10.
Yeah, I
I
heard
think we're
this. I heard
playing.
what's his name is for sale. Calvin Phillips. You can get a
Oh
good
no,
deal.
I don't want him,
There you go.
You can
Oh,
get a good deal, man.
yeah.
man.
He
And
doesn't even have to move that far. I heard he in Manchester somewhere.
How
he will
crazy is
get a
that Pep
hairstyle.
just said this guy is fat, and
Because
everyone's like,
he's fat.
oh man,
Sometimes
Pep has ruined
you
careers,
can't be
bro.
lying. You go to Instagram comments, you see somebody fat, they be like, "Oh, you look so good." Stop lying.
Yeah, you gotta tell the
Just be
truth.
honest.
You gotta tell the truth.
Speaking of Pep, That Everton game, I was chewing my shirt off. Pep be pissing me off, man.
What did he do?
Bruh, okay, obviously the last two games I've complained about the lineup. We ended up winning. That's all cute and everything, but I think we could have won way more comfortably. The Crystal Palace, yeah, it was a comeback win. So that one, I said it last week. That one was more. I'll give it to individual performance. De Bruyne dragged us out of the mud that game. Like he scored a goal, 3 assists. Like he took the game into his own hands. That's different. But I feel like if he picked a better lineup, we wouldn't have even been in that situation because as much as and it's Pep's fault where I'm put in a position where I have to like start talking down on players that have brought so much success to the club, like players like Gundogan, Bernardo Silva. They should not be looked at the way I've been looking at them recently. But Bernardo Silva should not be anywhere near the right wing. I've been saying this the whole season. And Bernardo Silva and Gundogan and Kovacic cannot start in the midfield together. There's no legs. They just get ran through. That's what we're doing at the beginning of the season when we're losing every single game. So for him to
Run through
start
like a
with
dirty
De
girl.
Bruyne as the center forward, not even as a midfielder, De Bruyne playing center forward, Omar Marmoush, who we bought to play strike, playing on the left wing, and Bernardo Silva playing right wing. I think that was weird. Then the last game
Where was Savio playing?
on the bench. Oh no, Savio started last game. Savio started last game. Marmoush and De Bruyne. So Savio was playing on the left. Marmoush was switching with De Bruyne between the right wing and the 10
and the 10.
and Bernardo Silva was playing that Mezzala role where he's in the midfield, but he moves out wide when the fullback cuts inside. But the game, Mezzala, man, you gotta open the football book, man. But
What is Mazzala? What is that?
Man, don't
the
worry about it.
midfielder that's also responsible for being wide as well.
Yeah, y'all just got Caicedo. You know,
You ain't gotta say his name like that. That's so funny.
One dimensional. He can only be an anchor. That's it.
Kind of like how Juve
So-
played back in the day when they had Marquisio, Pogba, Pirlo, and Matuidi, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So what do
Matuidi
you call
was the
a player that can
Mezzala.
play midfield and right back too? You call them a what? That's a
Ooh. I mean, you're just a wing back then, or false back, or whatever they call it. But yeah,
Jordan
so
back.
me, I think honestly, and what he's been doing with Jeremy Doku, I don't understand, bro. Doku comes on every game and changes the way we play significantly. He's the best winger in terms of taking on a player. I don't think there's a better winger than him in the Premier League that consistently beats his man. He just bounces off players. If you watch his cameo last game, he played like 15 minutes or 10 minutes. Bro, you cannot get the ball off him. Regardless of the tackle you make, he just uses your body to push him forward. Like, that's all he does. It's crazy.
Until he met Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka,
he's still in Bissaka's pocket.
Where's Wan-Bissaka now?
West Ham, man.
Man. So what's it called, man? I feel like our best lineup right now with the injuries and everything we have up top, I think he should just stick with Savinio on the right, Doku on the left, De Bruyne as a 10, and Marmoush as a striker. It could all be so simple. But why are you playing Marmoush left wing, Kevin De Bruyne striker, James McAtee right wing? Like, bro,
he doesn't like Doku, bro.
Nah,
African players, man. They don't like him.
Go with the racism. Here we go with the racism.
Sometimes you gotta think about it, man.
But my boy be starting Rico Lewis every week. But he's
exactly because he's English. He's not African.
You see Rico. Come on, man.
What's Akanji? What's Ake? What's
Europeans?
Akanji. You hear the name Akanji and he's European. Doku is European too. So your point don't stand. Marmoush is Egyptian.
Wait, didn't Akanji come off the bench this past game?
Yeah, he was injured and he just came back. He's been injured since October. What do you mean?
Another black man on the bench.
Because he was injured. If Pep, this whole thing about Pep not liking black players, y'all just run it because you ain't won a treble in a while. That's the way.
African players. He's African.
What the treble got to do with black players?
Nah, because if you won a treble, you would understand. But you ain't never won a treble. Chelsea boys.
There's no black player that was significant in your you guys winning
Go watch the Champions League goal that we scored and tell me who carried the ball from the halfway line into the box and tell me there wasn't Akanji.
Bro, Akanji.
Okay.
How black is Akanji? Akanji like probably like
All right,
25%
here
black.
we go. That Champions League season, we went from the group stage to the Champions League final without losing a single game, playing Nathan Ake, Manuel Akanji, Kyle Walker. These are not black players.
Now they're black, but dark skin. We're looking for the
Yeah,
dark
I was
black
looking for
niggas.
Uh,
dark
You know
skin
what I mean?
yeah,
African
You light
people that
well,
look
skin,
like
but
me
you're
and
about
Lulu,
ugly dark
man.
niggas. Now we need.
well, you're
Pep
looking
likes
in the
these
wrong
point fives,
place.
mulatto mix.
We
You
don't,
like
we
it?
don't like, we don't like having to scramble when Afcon is here. So that's why we ain't got no
Oh
Africans in
man.
the team.
Hey,
Yeah.
but we were the same at United, but then we still got Andy Cole, Dwight York, Quinton Fortune, black players.
There you
I
go.
can't remember the
Yeah,
last
they
time.
don't make
Like
black
all these
players like
dark
that no
players
more.
somehow play center
Yeah.
back, and then they're sold from the club
Oh,
somehow.
here we go.
We had
Yeah, too.
Toure playing center back.
Yeah, I thought it was not playing center back. Don't bring me, don't even let me start running back because we had a lot of black players. Pep signed so many black players for the club. Y'all just have this
The
agenda y'all
moment
want to
Pep
run.
joined, what happened to Toure? He got Toure out of there.
Yeah, Toure was not tracking back. I wanted Yaya Toure out of there. What? What are we talking about?
Man, why would he try back? I ain't buying my cake. Come on, man. All you wanted was a cake.
All
Yeah,
right,
he didn't say
here
happy
we
birthday.
go.
Then made him apologize for speaking his mind.
Yeah, man,
Publicly
you too old for
humiliated this
cake.
black
That's how you get
African man.
diabetes. Yeah, you
That's
don't need
why
the cake.
you was trying to help him. You was trying to help his blood
You need
pressure.
celery. You don't need cake. You need celery.
Celery cake. I wish a nigga would bring me celery
But
cake.
yeah, we play against Aston Villa tomorrow. I think right now we're in terms of form. I think this whole season we haven't had a run of games like we've had recently. So I think we're in the best form we can be going into the final games of the season. So tomorrow we play Aston Villa at home. Obviously, nobody wants to play Aston Villa right now. They're like one of the best teams in the league, but
Yeah.
they're a point behind us, I think, and then Chelsea also a point behind us. So we just need to get through this game without losing. If we draw or win, I'm comfortable for the next 4 games because our next 4 games are relatively easier than Aston Villa. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the lineup. I know the lineup I want to see, but I already know Pep is gonna do his Pep thing. So it's gonna be a good game for sure. We'll see if we can come out on top. I'm still confident, regardless of the way that game goes, that looking at the fixtures that the other teams have against each other, I think we're still finishing in that top 5. But it'll be nicer to beat one of our top 5 competitors to get there. So we'll see how that goes.
What will you guys do if you don't get Champions League?
Champions
Do you
League,
think it
we'll just
affects you in any way or no?
I think it affects the rebuild that we're trying to go into. I feel like the amount of players that we need to ship and replace, I don't think without Champions League we're able to do that. I think with Europa League we can get away with, here and there a few players, but the type of players we're looking to sign, like a Florian Wirtz to replace Kevin De Bruyne, I don't think he's gonna come if we're in Europa League.
I thought Florian Wirtz had a soul.
Had a soul, man.
Had a
Everybody
soul.
has a
Yeah,
soul
like
until
What you mean?
until
go into the
they
soul. You think you
everyone
guys are
has a
gonna get him?
soul until people start flashing checks in front of you, man. So
Wait.
what's it called?
Wait, what does him have a soul have to do with anything?
Man, versus
No,
coming
because
to
you can't be playing for a soulless club. It's an
soulless.
Oh,
oxymoron,
that's
you know.
hilarious.
Everybody, I can't believe it's the Red Devils that lost on Easter Sunday telling me about a soulless club.
That's very true, yo. The devil
Oh
can
man.
shine on
That's
Easter Sunday.
crazy.
You know what? You know what? You know what? I plead the fifth. You know,
Yeah. No,
I
that's a
ain't
good
got
bar.
nothing to say about
No,
that.
that's a good bar.
Man,
Mr.
stop
Mo is
playing,
cooking.
man.
That's Mr. Mo. Hit the
But
subscribe button, man.
I
That's
do have
Mr. Mo.
a stat though. I just looked up Pep Guardiola's transfers in, and this was just the top 25 that are listed. Of all of them, the black players are Doku, who's been benched, Mendy, who's no longer at the club, Leroy Sané, who was sold.
Because of his own attitude, yes.
Let's see, Gabriel Jesus, who was sold.
Because
So
he
then
didn't
you
want
then
to
have the light
grind.
skins, Calvin Phillips, who we called fat.
Calvin Phillips is not black. Let's get
Calvin
that
is
out
not
of there.
black. I mean, he
Okay,
has a
then if
black
he's not
hairstyle.
black, then Kyle Walker
Yeah.
ain't black too.
Nah, Kyle Walker. What do you mean?
No,
Just
no,
look at the
Kyle
two,
more
man.
black
Come on, man.
They're the same color, bro.
Nah.
Have you seen Phillips?
Phillips, that's a white man, bro.
No, Phillips he be getting sunburn.
That's a white man, bro. That's a
But
white
okay,
man.
okay. So that just is one less black player that he's brought in,
Yeah, but
bro.
even with all
Crazy.
of that, yeah, it's all, it's a point to make and all of that. But I watched my team win 4 leagues back to back, a Champions League for the first time, and a treble. I'm not gonna complain about the players my coach is signing.
For
Like,
sure. No, no, you're right. You're right.
yeah.
You're
So
right.
I
As a
mean,
pro black guy, like, would you not at least like apology be like, like,
I watch Man City to watch my team win. If all my pro black stuff are in my day to day life, so I can sacrifice watching Manchester City winning for having 3 black players in the club. That doesn't change the reason I started watching football.
He sold Raheem Sterling, and y'all did he did
Y'all
Raheem
saying
Sterling.
sold, but y'all are not
He
y'all.
did Sterling so dirty in that
That's crazy. That's
all for nothing
crazy,
documentary. Do you remember that scene where he
man.
was like, "Oh, the only reason why Sterling scores is because we create chances for him.
Because that's
Otherwise,
oh
facts.
he's not
shit,
really
he said
good."
that?
That's
They
facts.
Guardiola and Arteta, and they said it twice,
How
bro,
many
just in
goals
case we
has how many
misunderstood.
goals has Sterling scored at Arsenal or Chelsea?
Look, I'm agreeing. I agree with that, but that's something that a rival fan should say, not your own
No, but
people.
but Pep says the same thing about Haaland. He says the reason Haaland scores so many goals is because the team creates a lot of chances. When we weren't winning games at the beginning of the season, he said because the
Yeah.
team is not playing well, that's why we're not scoring enough goals. So the fact
Yeah,
he
he
said it
only said that
against,
to give himself an alibi about the
here we
Sterling thing.
go.
I'm just saying.
Man,
He
Sterling is not a
sold
Man City
Gabriel
player anymore,
Jesus,
so that's none of
Sane,
my
Danilo,
concern.
Cole Palmer, another black guy he
None
sold.
of Cole Palmer. All right, now we're going into
Kelechi
territory.
Iheanacho was sold.
All right, Kalechi, we
Iheanacho,
gave Kalechi life. We picked him up from
We
the
gave him life.
slums.
Give
We
him
picked
Wilfred
power.
Boney.
we picked him
Man,
up from
this
the
guy has sold
slums.
so
All
many
right, all these
people.
players that you've listed, are there any players that you've just listed that you would take today at Manchester United
That's a good question.
outside of
Out of the
Leroy
people I
Sané? I would
listed, out
say
of the black
Leroy Sané
people,
for sure, but
Yeah,
I'll
the
take
yeah,
black
Sane.
players.
I'll take Iheanacho for sure.
Ihe Nacho.
Yeah, Nacho.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Dude, he's
Yeah,
my Nigerian brother, man. Why would I? Why?
football is about evolving, man. You gotta keep moving forward. Those players were sold along with a bunch of other white players. Nobody want to name Demi Kalis, Kolarov, Joe Hart. Nobody want to name them. You just want to name the blacks.
That's so funny, yo. The
Oh man.
Europeans.
But yeah, man. Shout out road to the Champions League. We got five more games. You just gotta see those 5 games out, play against Nottingham Forest in that FA Cup semifinal, and try to save the rest of our season. So
Okay, let me ask you. Let me ask you what the next 5 matches you have in the Premier League. What do you think your record's gonna be? Like prediction if you're to go
including
through them.
Aston Villa, I would say
Aston Villa,
I would say
Wolves,
4-0,
Southampton. But
4-0-1. 4 wins, 0 draws, 1 loss.
so you
And I
lose
would
to
say that,
Aston Villa and then you beat
yeah,
the rest.
yeah, I think so.
You think you're gonna beat
I don't see that.
Wolves?
Yeah.
They've won, I
Wolves.
think, 8 in a row or
Yeah,
something.
but we just beat Crystal Palace that only lost 1 game in like their last 15, and we beat them 5-2. So
Okay, okay.
yeah, Wolves, and like you said, y'all lost to Wolves because you played your kids, and that's because y'all had to rest and all of that, but we don't have that problem because we're not in Champions League, so we're playing our full 11 against Wolves. I don't think we're losing that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what went wrong? You know how you guys were losing pretty much every game up until the last run. What changed between
I think it's
that?
just stability. We were playing that first 6 months with one fit center back. Like as much as you can be an amazing team, but there's certain positions in the team that you have to have a solid, you have to have a solid pick when you're picking.
You're
And
sounding like Eric Ten Hag, man.
oh yeah, I mean, if your players are injured, your players are injured.
Right,
That's why we're losing. You can't
right.
have a Ballon d'Or winner that just he's the glue of your team get injured and expect us to play the same. It's never gonna
That's
be
true.
the same.
I agree. I agree.
It's like if you take look, Chelsea couldn't even score goals without Nicholas Jackson. That's not even there's
Nicola
certain players,
Jackson.
if you take
Yeah, we
them out
still
of the
can score
team,
goals with Nicholas Jackson.
nah. If you take certain players out of a team, they're not gonna perform. And
Now,
taking not just
Chelsea scores
Rodri,
goals in spite of Nicholas Jackson.
man, we were missing Rodri, Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Ake Akanji, uh,
Okay.
who else? Kevin De Bruyne. Phil Foden, all these players were injured at the beginning of the season. So it
So
was
you're saying it's just
and
about
Oscar Bob.
availability.
Yeah. Now
So you
that
guys are now back to your best, no
nah, we're not
problems.
back to our best. I think when you have a player like Rodri injured, whatever you're doing when he's not there is not gonna be a bloom. I think we're playing to a good quality of football right now. I think we have one loss in our last 10 games or something. So and that's against Nottingham Forest. So I think we're at the best we can be with the players we have right now, and with
Okay.
players like Akanji coming back, players like Ruben Diaz fit. We can finally play Vardiol as a center back, and we're playing players like Nico Riley out wide. I think we found a good formula for the back where we were leaking goals, but the problem
Mhm.
is now Pep is now those are the players scoring our goals. It's Kovacic
Right.
and Nico O'Reilly scoring instead of Marmoush and Phil Foden and Doku and Savinio. So he just needs to sort out our attack. And I think for the next 5 games and the FA Cup, I think we're straight. But I think our defense is semi sorted out. I think we just need to there just needs to be a little more concentration on the fullback side with Nunez and Nico O'Reilly,
Yeah,
and I think
Nunez
we're straight.
is a liability. Okay, so that's enough to beat Wolves and Fulham.
Wait, hold on. Why is this? Why can't I? You said what?
I said that's enough to beat Wolves and Fulham because those are the tricky ones I think you guys have.
Yeah, I think we have the firepower, especially with Nico Gonzalez coming back. Gundogan has been playing a little better. Kovacic is playing better. I think our midfield and defense is pretty solid. It's just the lineup Pep picks as the front four, I think, is crucial to our results. Like I said, I think we need pace in the wings.
Right.
He can do what he wants with Marmoush and De Bruyne, whoever he wants to play as the 9 and the 10. You can mix that up. But on the wings, you need pace in the Premier League. You can't be playing Bernardo Silva, who just, checks the ball down the line and passes it back. Grealish, who does the same thing. You can't do that in the
Yeah.
Premier League.
Yeah.
So I think when you have wingers that take their man on successfully, like Savinio and Doku, you got to use that. You can't have them on the bench. So,
No, fair.
yeah.
Okay.
We'll see. But I'm confident about our Champions League our Champions League potential of qualifying within our next 5 games. Plus, if we win the FA Cup, I think we qualify for Champions League anyways, right?
But not Europa
No,
League.
no, it's
Oh,
Europa.
Europa. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's how we knocked Chelsea. That's why Chelsea are playing
Yeah.
Bodo paint stripper. I don't
Yeah,
know.
them
What a
niggas.
patient, man.
Zagadugu FC.
Yeah,
Olivia
y'all are
playing
not slick,
instruments.
man.
But
Y'all are not slick.
Kulturovic Athletic, huh?
but what?
Y'all are not slick at all.
And nah, well, hopefully,
Yeah, actually, Lulu, how are Thursday nights for you generally?
shit. I mean, it's very calm to be honest. I don't be stressing too much about like our games and stuff. I just look at it like an exhibition. Players
What
be.
what what new countries have you discovered that you're like, I never heard of this one before?
Let me see. I see. Is it Azerbaijan? Azerbaijan? Azerbaijan?
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan? Or what the fuck that shit called? Azerbaijan? I don't know. But I've heard of so many clubs, new clubs that I had no idea that they even existed
Existed.
beforehand. But
I
hey.
saw someone say, whenever I see Nkunku and Sancho on the score sheet, I know Chelsea is playing conference.
Not this stat pattern.
Stat padded, man. Trying to get that bumper contract.
Yeah.
Bro, nigga, that
Yeah.
stat pattern has even slowed down now with like Nkunku. And Nkunku's not really scoring goals like
I
that.
saw y'all try to put Cole Palmer in there to get him to score. He ain't even score.
Bro, they played him in the conference to score. This nigga didn't even score. They didn't even got injured. Him and
Oh
Jackson,
man,
both of them didn't do shit. They were just there. But
that's what, dude. You're
but
playing Jurgarden,
who?
Jurgarden in the semifinal.
Oh shit. I
What
don't even know
the
what that is.
hell?
Joe
J-
Garden.
Jurgarden. I don't know where that's
What country is that?
Swedish.
Sweden? Oh, there you
Oh
go.
my
You're
goodness.
going to Sweden. You know what they say? Sweden. Um, they got them sweet honeys over there, and we will be
Actually, Lulu, what if you guys don't win this conference?
that's
What
that
is
that's
that?
That I mean, that's not really a reality. Like that one, if we don't win it, bro, we might as well just we gotta everything gotta be on hold. Everything is gotta be on hold. We gotta have a full meeting. Full club gotta come together have a meeting. I'm talking about the janitors, the cooks, the managers. Everybody gotta come on.
All hands
All
meeting.
hands on deck. All hands on deck. Cause ain't no way, bro. Like ain't no way we go through listening to. It's the same song too with the Europa League. The hurdle. That shit sound like an Arabic song.
Da, 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 da,
That's not like something you hear like at a Arabic cookout. You know.
da.
So as soon as the song is over, then you hear Salam alaikum, Salam alaikum, Habibi, Habibi.
Oh my God, this guy.
That should be so funny, but
Dude, because Fiorentina with our old boy De Gea and Real Betis are your potential finalists.
yeah, yeah. Fiorentina they have what's his name? Moise Keane. He's been playing good recently. David De Gea is there. Uh, that's all I know. Who's there? I think
You got Anthony at Betis.
Anthony at Betis and stuff. So honestly, whoever wants to come and take this ass whooping can just
Yeah, funny man.
step up to the plate.
It's not so clear. It's not so clear.
It's not gonna be easy though. Knowing this Chelsea team is not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy at all. But we'll be there for the whole ride, man. We definitely.
Sack Maresca if not.
Oh, 100%. That's not even a question of doubt. He gotta take him and the tracksuits he's been wearing. We don't want the other manager wearing them same tracksuits. You gotta take everything with you at the club if you manage to do that. So, and I know you don't have no comb with you because you're bald, so that's not gonna be a problem at all. But
Uh,
but yeah, Chelsea, it was a good win against Fulham, man. Like we really needed that win against Fulham. Some last minute shenanigans that occurred on Sunday, on Easter Sunday. God loves us because it was an Easter Sunday and
Here we go, man.
he was able to get blessed with the two goals, man. And I had a feeling we would win. The way we was playing, I had a feeling we would win. The way we was passing the ball, we just looked very serious for sure. And the only reason why they scored was because Reece James was over here taking his time on the ball in that midfield. You can't take your time in the midfield like that. Like, come on, man. Like, shit like that is because the whole time, even before they even did that, I was saying, yo, Reece, hurry up with the ball, pass the ball. This nigga want to take a lot of touches. And especially after the Conference League when we lost against the last team we played, I don't even remember their name, but the last team we played, right, we lost. And Reese after the game was saying how like the team they need to do better. It's not good enough, blase blase. And then boom, next game he cost us the ball and they scored on him on us and stuff. And Reese is a big guy, so I don't know who in that dressing room is gonna really be able to step up to Reese and be like, "What the fuck were you doing?" I don't see any. Only Tossin. I mean Tossin, but Tossin is more like an uncle, so he may like I don't know, squeeze his ear or some shit, twist his ear or some shit. I don't know, but after that, we made changes. Jackson wasn't doing anything the whole game, man. He just kept giving up the ball. He just kept not doing anything for us up top. And it's unfortunate we only have one striker for the team. There's only Jackson that we have to rely on in the team. Um, McGree is injured.
Who? You said who?
McGree.
Oh man. You need to be serious, man. I said Mark Gui.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
No, no. That's funny.
We have McGree.
Sancho, you got freedom fighter Sancho.
Man, Sancho needs to score like 10 goals from now to the end season and for us to sign him. 10 goals.
Dude, you guys better keep this guy, man.
Nah, bro. We gotta send you out. Send back to
Send him back. Because he's
Oh,
he's
man.
he's talented for sure, but I just don't want the problems that come with him, man.
And that's exactly the same thing I said when we signed him. That because even against Fulham, like he touches when Sancho is playing good, his touches is good. He can make the short passes here and there and do the link up thing. He's a midfielder that's playing on the wing. That's how he
Yeah,
plays. And even when he beats his man, he don't have the pace to get away from them. He beats them,
yeah,
but they're still right there
still
next,
there, yeah.
so they can easily recover and get back. And he don't shoot enough to be able to score more goals. Like he's his crosses are not the best. He's more of like a passer, but versus like a crosser. So it's one of those where it's like we signed for how much? 20, how much is it? 20 mil, 30 mil?
25 to buy, but apparently you guys can just pay us 5 mil and he's back with us, man.
There you go. Cheap, quick math. You ask me, shit, pay that 5 mil, return back to sender, and let's go get a proper.
I don't know who negotiated that, man. That's crazy.
I don't know why y'all would accept.
I've
Why
seen
y'all
loan
would
fees
allow
more
that?
expensive than that.
5 mil?
Yeah, I've seen 10 million loan fees.
Shit. 5 mil. 5 mil. I won't pick it up. 5 mil for Sancho to get. Now that, bro, as a player, your confidence gotta be like, bro. I'm sure it's gonna be shattered, bro. If they were to say, "Nah, we don't want you," and send you back, and then the club that you're coming back to don't even want you to. But it's no one's fault but Sancho. I mean, it's not like we didn't play him. We played him all the time. So he could have showed us his talent and what he got. But the honest truth is that Tariq George saved us. Tariq George is a young boy, 19 years, 18 years, that
Who?
that
Nah, for real.
Tyreek George, man. They say he's the wicked Mikhail Saka. He's like Saka's
The wicked Bukayo Saka is crazy.
the evil Mikhail Saka.
Bro, he doesn't even show up on the page.
Bro, look him up on Google, man. You gotta Google him, bro. You can't you can't you can't look at him on the apps. He's gonna be non-existent.
Eric George.
Tyreek George, coming in clutch. Like MB said, George
Oh,
Washington.
Tyreek.
Man, I did not say that about him.
Man, they didn't. Yeah, he did. Nick, what's it called? Because mom was like, George, and then he was like, man, you would say, George Washington.
Man, ain't nobody worry about no damn Tyreek Jordan, man.
Tyreek
Man,
George. He looks like Saka though. I see it.
no, he do. He
Yeah,
do.
Wario and Luigi. Saka and Waka.
Oh, what that is?
They gotta call him Waka now.
Came in clutch with that goal, bro. That volley, bro. We needed that, bro. And then Pedro Neto finally doing something, bro. Finally, he did something, and he scored that goal. Enzo with the assist. Don't ever compare Enzo to Edison. Talking about Edison and Enzo have the same amount of assists. Well,
I mean, they do
yeah, but how much assists? Wait, how much assists does Edison have?
6.
This
Well, so now,
season?
No, altogether.
Oh, okay.
so now, what's his name? Enzo has 7 now. Wait, how
Enzo
many?
has 6.
Nah,
I just looked at it. He has 6.
I just looked at
He has
it.
6.
Wait, in the Premier League or?
All competitions, Enzo Fernandez has 6, and in all competitions, Edison has 4 this season.
But there you go. Well, I mean, Edison has more assists than what's his name? Than Odegaard.
Here we go.
I feel like that would have been a better bar than Enzo.
Yeah, but there's no Arsenal fan here today.
No, that's true. That's actually true. But Chelsea, man, I don't like if like I don't know how this is gonna go, man. I really don't know. I'm just here for the ride, man. Whatever happens, happens, bro. I swear to you, like whatever happens, happens, man. Like I'm just gonna be here, and I'm just gonna see what's gonna go on, cause We beat Fulham. We definitely need to beat Fulham because the games coming up are gonna be way tougher than this Fulham game. Who we been playing? I don't even know who we play next, but I know we play somebody soon, and we have to get 3 points against whoever we play. We have to.
Everton.
Everton?
Ooh, Moise Everton. Oh, they're gonna beat you, man.
Nah, I don't see that happening. Who's home? Who's home? Who's home? Who's
You
home?
guys are home.
There you go. We winning that.
Everton.
We winning that. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be another annoying game too. It's gonna be very annoying like the Fulham game, but I see us winning that. I see us win that. It's gonna be close, probably like on some
Have they done away?
2-1 thing, but it's gonna be tough though. It's gonna be tough because everything they got runners, they got people that are willing to run.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, yeah, they haven't been doing too well away from home. And they've just been
yeah.
drawing every game. Okay, I can see a draw, man. You guys aren't beating Everton. I'm refusing to let that one happen.
Look, I mean, shit, I would not be surprised if we draw, but I honestly see us winning that. Like, I think that Fulham game is gonna like boost us and give us that push that we need. And the good thing is we don't play this midweek, so we have enough days to rest and figure out the tactics on how we're gonna um beat Everton. So it's a blessing in disguise. And hopefully Enzo just doesn't overthink it. Like Maresca, don't overthink it. Just stick to the basics. I know Malo Gusto had a muscle problem when he came off the pitch, but go with Reese again. You know what I mean? Go with Reese again. And Reese, you got hurry up in that midfield, bro. Like you got hurry up and you can't lose the ball. So just go with Reese again, right back and Cucurella. And I told niggas, bro, like Cucurella is going to score a lot of goals. He's going to help us from now to end to the season ends. I know
Cucurella
he
is a
has
great
bad.
player, man. I like Cucurella, man.
He's a good player, bro. Like he really is. Like he truly is. Like honestly, if it wasn't for Kirkes having the season that he's having at Bournemouth, Cucurella would have been the left back of the season, player of the season.
Over Olaina? Actually, no, he's right back, isn't he?
He's been playing right back. Orlando has been playing right back.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Well,
only
ain't better
Kirkes that
know
can think of
Vardy. Yeah,
man.
I'll be forgetting Vadio played the entire season left back. Stop playing with Vadio, man.
Bro, there's no way telling me that Gavador had a better season than what's his name, Cucurella.
I'm telling you 1000%. Yes.
Wow, that is absolutely insane, bro.
What
That
the
is
hell?
insanity.
I just remember
Maybe
him getting skinned all the time and losing
By
his
that's
Kylian
what
mind.
it
Mbappe.
is.
Who is Cucurella playing against?
Nigga,
Didn't
everybody.
United skin Ahmad skinned Guardiola?
Who?
Ahmad.
Bruh, y'all just be bringing out random stuff that never happened. When did Ahmad skin
What
Vadio?
do
Did that happen in
No,
the
it did not
Manchester
happen.
derby?
we bringing that shit that happened, man. What you mean?
Bro,
That's what,
Ahmad did not skin Vadio at any Manchester derby.
so
When
you tell me
Ahmad
no
scored
skin
that
happened.
goal, he scored it from
From
countering
Nunez.
on the left, yeah, on Nunes' side, on the right side. Look
Yeah.
Man, Emby, there's no
at
way Gav
Cucurella. Cucurella's season rating is a 6.9. You
this guy
telling
talking
me
about
he's the
season
best?
rating.
He's the best fullback. Vardiol has a 7.3.
Bro, Gavador has been going from left back to center
Bro,
back.
he's
He's
played
switching
two
back and
games
forth.
center back. 2 games.
This
What are we?
past,
What are we
bro, this
talking
past games
about, man?
he's been playing center back. This past couple of games.
Yeah, 2 games. Before that, he played the entire.
Oh,
You
wait.
came on this
Isn't it
podcast.
Garnacho that bodied Guardiola in the FA Cup final?
I feel like that was Ruben Diaz because that was in the center of the box. Variol is a left back, and that
Are you
was
sure it
last
wasn't
season.
Guardiola?
That was
Emby,
last season, so that doesn't even count.
Emby,
We're not even talking about that right now.
Oh yes.
Emby.
Oh yeah. Look, I'm watching it now. For the second goal we scored, Guardiola lost Ahmad, the runner, and then missed the clearance off the line. What are we talking about?
Yeah, but
So
he
that
didn't skin him. You say he lost him. That's different than skinning him.
so he slapped him. He did something to
Okay,
him.
he wasn't concentrating as he always
Yeah,
does.
that's bro. That's different. That's
He
different.
always falls
Yeah,
asleep,
you said
Guardiola,
it like
man.
he got cooked.
He got cooked by the run, dog.
He got
Nah,
cooked by
man.
the
Nah. So when we beat Chelsea, who was playing their left back both games, home and away? Wasn't it Cucurella?
Yeah, but what happened? Nothing happened
We
to him
beat
in
you
the
home and
game.
away.
Yeah, but nothing happened to him. I
Oh,
mean,
nothing happened to all of a sudden. Nothing happened to Cucurella in 2 games where he's a defender and his team is conceding 4 goals. That's fine.
bro, I'm pretty sure that you guys have more losses than us
What are you talking about?
this season. That you guys have like more losses. You guys have like suffered more
Yeah, and
losses.
we have more wins than you.
No, but like the
Quick
losses,
maths.
like if you bring in the point of Cucurella, because y'all beat us, Cucurella, then okay, it's like a negative on him.
Okay,
Then that means that you can take like the entirety
so
of
I just
City have
checked. The
lost more
difference
games
is
than
one
Chelsea.
win and one loss. You
Yeah,
guys are
what?
the same, bro. You
Bro,
guys are
Vardiol, I'm
exactly the
telling you,
same.
individually, Vardiol has had a better season than Cucurella.
Bro, there's
What?
no way you're telling me Gavin has no, bro. There's
All
no.
right,
Okay,
bro.
who
All
has
right.
Gavin locked up this season? Because it's on record the players that Cucurella has locked up and put in his pocket. Who has Gavin locked up this season? When you're coming from that game, leaving that game
Guardiola
thinking
doesn't lock up
Who
shit. He
plays
just scores goals.
who
that's what
plays
I'm saying,
what's it called? Who plays on the wing for Chelsea?
um,
Well, whoever it is for
Bradley,
2 games, he locked that nigga up.
man.
Vardio scored against Chelsea. What are we talking about here?
No, he had a good game. He had a good game, but we talking about lock up. Okay, you could probably use that because our wingers didn't perform well. So you could probably use that,
we
right?
beat
But
we beat Newcastle 4-0. Vardio was playing left back. Murphy is he's having one of the seasons of his life playing on that right side. Who locked
Cucurella
him up?
locked up Bakayo Saka. He locked up Bakayo Saka. He
Who?
don't get Cucurella. He locked up Bakayo Saka back to back
That's
all the
fine.
time. You know, and this is Saka. He locked up your wingers, even though y'all played. You won
Bro,
and
he did not lock up our winger because Savinio had an assist against you. And Savinio was playing
Fabinho
right
was on
wing.
the left. He was on the left.
Bro, I'm looking at the lineup right now. What is this guy talking about?
So who was the other winger? Who was the other winger?
Phil Foden.
Sporting was on the right.
Oh, okay.
Foden was on the right, bro.
This
You know,
guy, man.
the
Also,
app just
how
tell
has
you one
Foden
thing.
got away with just existing, man? Imagine if Phil Foden was like black, bro.
What do you mean? They've been cooking Phil Foden and his mom all season.
Really, as bad as they would do for Rashford.
Nobody ever spoke
Yeah,
about
not
Rashford's
bad.
mom. They've been chanting about
That's
Foden's
hilarious.
mom. Like, come
Oh,
on.
that's crazy.
Wait, why are you talking about
Yeah.
his mom?
I don't even want to repeat it. Yeah, well, we're not even about to go into all of
That's
that.
so funny.
But,
Wait,
bruh,
who's thinking about his mom? The away fans or the home fans?
the away fans.
Uh,
Bruh, me all I know is there's no way on earth that you can sit here and tell me Cucurella's having a better season than
bro,
Vadio.
there's no way. I'm about to do a poll, right? There's no way you're
All
telling me that
right, bro.
Gavadol had a better season than Cucurella. There's literally no way. There's
All
literally
right.
no way, bro.
Bro,
Like there's
so me and you sitting here, we looking at different, we can look at different apps, different stats, everything. Cucurella has a worse rating than Vadio. So where are you getting your
bro.
claim from?
That's the apps. I'm looking at
So
the
the apps are based
game.
on what?
Okay, let's look at FB Ref. I think that'll be the
All
best.
right, check FB ref, FB linesman, check all of that.
Facebook referee. Yeah, look up
Uh,
who's having a better season, Cucurella or Gavadol, because
oh, tripping,
you
man.
even throwing Gavadol in there. I was shocked. I was like, Gavadol, what do you mean? That literally did not make no sense, Mr. Mo,
Yeah,
man. Like,
tripping. Yeah, tripping.
uh, bro, you tripping, man. You tripping, bro.
And you
Like
try
that's
to tell me, oh, if that means, oh, we lost one less game, that means da 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 da. But at the end of the day, the team Vadio plays for is above you in the league.
but
So
just 1 point.
yeah, but and we just lost one game. So what? What are we talking about,
that's,
man?
that's true. That's true.
Y'all
Nah,
tripping, man.
Abby. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, Abby. Nah, Abby, are you serious? You really think Amador is having the best season than
Bro,
Cucurella?
you can ask anyone you
Also,
want.
Guardiola is 22, Cucurella is 26. So there's that.
Old ass man, you comparing to this youngster. Come on,
That's
man.
that's young, bro. That's what this doing.
Come on, man.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, this is funny, man. Nah, man, Gavado had to move from left back for Nico O'Reilly to play there.
No, he
Rule
had to move there
Rule none of
because
it.
Pep would rather play somebody that he trusts in center back. So who? So in our team right now, let's say Vardiol is playing left back. Who's gonna be the center back with Ruben Diaz?
I think Yaya Toure
Nico
is
Riley.
trying to
You gonna
come
put
back
Nico
in.
Riley center back? Come on, man. It's all
But
about
what Nico?
moving players around. I remember
What
Cucurella
about
at some point
Akanji?
was playing. Akanji just got back from injury. I think he's gonna be our center back moving forward. So now he can push Vadio back to left back. Vadio only
But
played
what?
left back for max. If I had to say max, I would say he played left back for 3 games because Nico Riley has only played the last 3 games.
But Emmy, what was I gonna say? But Nico O'Reilly, what he's showing in these 2 games, honestly, moving forward, Pep will be a fool to drop Nico
So
O'Reilly
you
and
trying
put
to tell me a
Gabadon left back.
Vadio that was our top goal scorer at the beginning of the season, cutting inside and scoring long shots against Thibaut
Well,
Courtois in the Champions
funny,
League?
funny you bring that up because Cucurella has 4 goals with 19 shots. Guardiola has 5 goals with 35 shots.
So he has more goals, is what I just heard.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
how
yeah.
many
Take
shots he's
take
taking
that,
though.
take that
Like
as you will.
So
look how
he's
many
taking more
shots you
shots
gotta take
because of
though.
what?
Damn.
He's putting himself in the position to take shots.
Yeah, but 35, nigga, 35 shots, you better come back with something.
Here we go.
That's you better
Now
come back
look.
with
Now if it
something.
was the other way around, if it was Vardiol has 4 goals with 20 shots and Cucurella has 5 goals with 35, Lulu would be here saying, "Look, he has more goals. He has more goals." Oh
Nah, for
man.
sure, for sure. No, I mean, shout out Gavador, but okay,
Man,
so
Cucurella should
so
not even be in the. We're not even talking about Cucurella as left back of the season because he's not there.
no, but I acknowledge it. I said Corquez, the season Corquez is having. That's why Corquez. But who else would you put there? You're not gonna tell me you're gonna put Gavador as number
No, I
two,
put Libramento.
Livramento. Uh,
Yes.
he hasn't really
I
consistently
put
played
I
left
put
back.
what's his name? I put Digne for Aston Villa.
Uh, no, not really.
What are you talking about? Not
Not
really.
really. Nah, Digne now. He's been going it's been between him and Maxin. He hasn't really locked down that
All
left
right.
back
I put Nico
spot.
Williams for Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, you can, yeah. Nico Williams, yeah. That's a good
And even
shout.
though he hasn't had his best season like we're used to seeing, I still put Robertson because they have hella clean sheets with him playing left back.
Yeah, I mean, Robinson is a safe bet. It's a safe bet. I swear, I promise you. Okay, go on FB Ref and put these left backs there. Put
No,
all these
Robertson
left backs.
definitely doesn't have a good rating because I don't think he's
Dude,
had a goal.
it's looking like Guardiola has edged Cucurella in almost everything.
Bro, what? Come on, man. Stop playing, bro.
Yeah, I
like,
think so. I think especially in the attacking sense.
bruh, he's better than him in everything, and he had better hair too.
I don't know about that. If you don't take
Oh
that
man.
seaweed
The
hair out,
only
it looks
thing is that
better.
Cucurella is a better tackler.
Yeah, I
There you
would say
go.
defensively
Yeah,
he's
defensively,
better, but
Cucurella is better. Yeah.
we our team, bro,
But that
defensively.
should be your bread and butter. It should be defensively. We're not talking about
Yeah,
what you do
but Vardiol
instantly.
has 8 clean sheets. Cucurella has 6.
But come on, man. Clean sheets that's a team effort, bro. Like we gotta look at them individually. What
Aren't
are
you
you
the
doing
one that just told me
individually?
you lost one less game than us?
No, only because you brought up the
Nah,
loss thing. That's why I brought
nah,
that up.
bruh. Okay, okay. I think the only thing that Cucurella has better than him in the attacking sense is shooting accuracy, and that's because he's taking less shots than Vadio.
All right.
But other than that, I think he's beat him in every stat. Team play, he's beaten him in every stat. Passes, pass
Yeah,
completion, touches, through
everything.
balls, bruh.
Shot creating actions,
Okay.
interceptions.
All right.
Blocks. He has more blocks, more interceptions. Yeah, tackles. Cucurella has more,
It's
but
tackles. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But
last man tackles. He has more headed clearances, aerial battles won. Like, bro, Vardiol has beat him in every stat.
so what's the difference like
And
in terms of
Cucurella has a red card. Vardiol is clean.
right?
Because he
Because he
doesn't
ain't
tackle
tackle.
though. That's
Yeah,
why.
exactly. He don't tackle. He can't
Yeah,
tackle. But what's
Come
it called?
on, man.
So what's the difference? So okay, you say let's say Gabador has like 10 points. What does Cucurella have
I would
in
say
that?
he had 8.5. He hasn't had a bad season, but I'm saying Vardiol, if you're looking at that left back position, he hasn't had the best season, but I think he still had a better season than Cucurella. Because you said
As long,
the only left back would be Kirkis, but I think Vardiol is before Cucurella in that list.
so that means the season not over. That means there's still time for Cucurella to overtake Gabardol with
Yeah,
these
but
points.
y'all, like I said, y'all play Liverpool, Newcastle, Aston Villa, and Nottingham Forest. I think if anything, Cucurella's stock about to plummet. Like,
No, I think that's not going to go up because he's going to have a good game. I don't know about the team, but I can guarantee you that Cucurella is going to have a good game for sure.
all right,
Cucurella,
we gonna see. I can see him having a good game against Everton tomorrow. No, on Saturday. But I think these other games, I see is gonna be tough for him.
man, I faded Cucurella, bro. That nigga, I faded him, bro. I faded him, but well, all right, let's move on, man. Let's go. Let's talk about the rest of the teams that's happening in England real quick in the Premier League and talk about like the excellence because Arsenal they beat who they beat? They beat Ipswich. They beat them
Yeah,
by 3 or 4, some
yeah,
shit.
they had a red card too. So
Yeah, they had a red card. They definitely did not want to lose that game because if they would have lost, Liverpool would have won the league.
yeah, but if Arsenal lose their next game, then Liverpool get to have a guard of honor at home against Spurs. They were playing away against Leicester. They could have had their fans just not have to celebrate that in Anfield, but now they can do it in Anfield. So
Yeah, Arsenal is
It's
a
like
funny
that
club, yeah.
season where we were beating United 2-0 and they came back and beat us 3-2 and then we won the league the next game because they lost. Like it's like that.
Mm. So at this point it's inevitable when Liverpool
Oh,
are gonna
100%.
lose.
Liverpool, bro, nothing. Liverpool have to lose their remaining 5 games and they play Arsenal. So, if anything, I would want them to lose. So when they play Arsenal, they can win it against Arsenal at Anfield. I think that would be a good end to the season. But yeah, this season has been wrapped up for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
Arsenal, man, pathetic defense.
bro, honestly,
Pathetic challenge, man. They
Oh
literally
man,
just like put the
every
red
year
carpet out
second
for
place,
Liverpool.
second place,
bro,
second place, second place.
Liverpool coming out of nowhere to win the league ahead of Arsenal is really
I mean,
embarrassing,
it's not out of nowhere. Didn't they finish third last year?
Yeah, they were definitely a candidate. You just would have thought it would have
bro. But even when
been
they
more of
finished
a
third,
fight.
like nobody was thinking they were gonna go win the league. Even when they finished third, like
No,
that
they
was
were, bro. You can check my takes from last season. I was saying Liverpool would win it last season.
that they were
I
winning
was
last
Because
season.
wrong,
because last
but
season, if you look at Liverpool's
When they
record with
struggling last
with
season, wasn't
Arsenal,
that club? They were
bruh,
struggling with club.
if you look at Liverpool's record last season against Arsenal, Liverpool lost even less games than Arsenal. The only difference was Arsenal had 5 draws and Liverpool had 10. They just drawed more games, but they lost less games than Arsenal last season.
Huh.
and they ended the season on a huge streak. I think they almost, um, you know,
Yeah, they finished what, 6 points behind Arsenal?
yeah, they finished
So you
strong.
guys, so this is not out of nowhere to you guys. It's not surprise.
Now,
It's like
obviously, I did not think Liverpool were gonna be in. I thought it was gonna be us and Arsenal again. But yeah, once they started, I think by December when we started losing, I was like, yeah, this is between Chelsea, Liverpool, and Arsenal. That's what I was thinking.
you thought Chelsea.
Yeah, because y'all were first place. I'm gonna think Chelsea. Y'all are first place.
First place, nigga. We never
until
be
until
never
until the
first place.
manager himself wasn't thinking. He's like, "Yo, guys, we
Yeah,
don't
y'all were
have the
first place.
capacity.
What
He's
do you
like,
mean
yo,
y'all were never first place? Y'all were
yeah, what do you
definitely
mean?
first place,
We don't have the
Chelsea,
capacity."
we've never been first place this season,
Can
bro.
bro.
you imagine
Come
your own
on, man.
manager coming out and saying we can't win the title? Stop telling us to
I
believe.
know. That's why he got to have his bag ready on deck. Keep
That's
that shit
madness,
downstairs
you
by the
know.
door. The
Also,
chauffeur
Man.
there.
I got a quick question because I saw the transfer news coming in.
Mm.
If you guys could get a 10, or who do you think is the better player, Mbeumo or Cunha?
To play as the 10?
Just as a player, who's the better player between
This is a
those two?
player. It depends. If you asking for me, Chelsea, I'll take Muembo. I'll take Muembo. We would need Muembo more than we would need
Yeah, I'll take more and more over Wisa.
Not
no
with
Cunha.
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 Oh, Cunha. Uh, Yeah, I'll take Mbuemo still. I think he's more versatile.
Yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah. I was feeling that as well, but then I'm like, Cunha's Brazilian. Is it sacrilegious to say that? But
Cunha is a risk.
Brazilian.
Cunha, I
Man,
also don't see the hype in Cunha. Like I don't see him as a 80
these
million
new
player.
Brazilians, they're not hitting the same, man.
I like him, but when I saw that we want to spend 62 million, I'm
Hey,
like, nah, bro, not
Bro,
for Cunha.
62 million.
Yeah, pounds. That's the price.
Jeez.
Cunha,
Yeah.
Cunha,
From
Cunha, Cunha not because
yeah, from
that's
Wolves.
shit.
Oh
Hell
man.
no, bro.
Y'all
That
could
they
go spend that 60 something mil and get some foreign player that's like top of the stats in their league or something.
Which?
honestly,
Verse is 100 mil easy. 120
Yeah,
mil.
yeah.
yeah, Fernwood
But
is
do you
not gonna
think
be
it
cheap.
even ever makes sense to buy a player for 120 mil?
I
Like
mean,
No,
at this point, the way the numbers are looking, bro, I've stopped looking at price tags. I just want a good player. Ever since people started going
Neymar, right?
for two, Dembele went for like 220 something. Coutinho went for 200. I was like, bro, all right. At this point, it's just a number. So as long as
yeah,
I just want a player coming to the club, whether we bought you for 10 mil, whether we got you for free or we got you for 100 mil, bro, just improve the squad. I don't like
honestly,
players that come in and don't do nothing. So it is what
honestly,
it is. As long as the money's not coming out of my pocket, I don't care.
honestly, it's not even our money. I don't know why people be
No, but I
like,
mean, surely the club will be in a better position to not spend that 120 million. Like, sure, what I'm trying to say is, is the difference between a 120 million player and a 80 million player, is it really that rare? Like, or is a
Nah,
club's being a
I
little
think
bit
with the way
lazy?
football is now is all about stats. So like if a player has a lot of stats to the club, it looks like all right, if we bring this player that just scored 20 goals last season to our club, that's 20 goals. So we're willing to fork out
But
more
that's such
than
a bad analysis from the
yeah,
clubs
it's
if they're
but
doing
that's
that.
the way, bro. Football now is all about numbers. Like they don't
yeah,
really go out and look at players, and I think
yeah,
it's all stat driven, which sucks because
yeah,
some of my favorite players don't
Don't show up on the
they
stat
don't
sheet.
yeah they don't show up on the stats. Like my
fact,
favorite midfielder is Chouameni, and Chouameni is not the type of player to score goals, get assists, but he does his job. But he will never show up on these GA and all of these stuff. So it's just that's just the way football goes now.
yeah, yeah.
Yo, you know what? I'm looking at the highlights for both. Buemo's highlights don't hit like Cunha's, bro. Cunha is different. He's different class. He's different gravy.
I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
but I think Buemo
Brazilian.
does it at a more frequent pace. Like I think Buemo he scores and he assists in games and like the way he runs and tracks back and
He's
all of
like
that.
a
I think
Saka,
I think it's at
reliable.
a higher
More like a
intensity
Salah.
than Cunha. I think he's more consistent.
Yeah, Cunha, Cunha. I don't see
Cunha's
Cunha is
strong
okay,
though.
bro. Cunha is okay, bro. He's
Bro,
because
the
like,
goals he's scoring, I'm like, I was looking at Buemo's goals and they're good, but Cunha is doing left foot, right foot, long range, looped, one
Yeah,
time finish,
for Man
curler,
United, I would say Acuna would suit you better because Mbeumo is more of a wide player
like
that you know.
Liverpool. He'd suit
Yeah,
Liverpool.
I think he would be better for Liverpool, but yeah, Cunha is
Yeah,
like a central playing. I think the way y'all play with the two players behind the striker,
yeah.
and then he could also play striker if somebody gets injured.
Gets
So
injured,
but
yeah.
where do you play him? Because he's not a striker and he's
No,
not
nah,
like
he's playing as the 10.
he'll
He's playing
play
as the 10.
whoever the striker is, and then they play Bruno and Cunha behind the striker.
But
So
the
yeah,
thing is that he's
Xerxes, it's gonna be Xerxes, Bruno, Cunha. Oh, not even Xerxes, because we'll probably have a number one striker.
but
But
that's the
as
thing with
is,
Cunha.
he'd
That's the
fit
that's the,
behind there.
that's the thing with Cunha, right? He's not the best 10 in terms of he's not like the best creatively. And also he's not the best striker because he's not like he doesn't give you like the goals to justify him being the striker.
But
So
he's
why don't
playing for
you
Wolves. You got to look at that also into account.
bro, this guy's
He
played for
scored the most
everybody.
non-penalty goals in the league, more than Salah.
Yeah, playing for Wolves.
How
Playing
many
for
goals
Wolves.
does he have?
Let's see.
I feel like
Cause
you put him around better quality striker, better quality players around him. I think
He has 14 goals in the Premier
yeah,
League.
14 goals
Yeah,
yeah.
this season.
yeah. 4 assists, 14 goals. And
Yeah, he's
Mbuemo,
been scored.
Where the hell
eight.
you get 14
Mbuemo
goals
has
from?
18 goals.
Murray has 18 goals this season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, who the hell has been scoring?
And I think
So
Wissa has like 16 goals, I think, something like that.
yeah, they're right
holy
behind each
shit.
other.
Hey yo, players are yo, bro. Niggas have been scoring.
Yeah,
Nigga,
16
have
goals. Yeah.
do we have a player that has scored double digits this season? I know Nkunku has double digits, but that's all competitions. He was stacking up
Man, we're
the
not counting
conference.
that conference league,
Man,
man.
goal to goal, Nick.
We're not counting that conference league, man.
Dude, actually, why not? Why not? Let's get both, man. Cunha and Buemo.
Bro, money. I don't really have money like that. Yeah, I gotta. The stadium needs to be rebuilt.
Dude, for Sancho, imagine if we do a straight swap.
Sancho
Sancho
go to
goes
where?
to
Brentford? Oh,
Brentford. Yeah.
Sancho's a
Bro, that
Buemo.
London boy, man. He ain't going
yeah.
nowhere except
Yeah,
No,
Brentford's
Arsenal or
Brentford is in
London.
Chelsea.
London. Brentford is in
Brentford's
London.
London.
Brentford's London? Oh, yeah, then never mind. He'll go to Brentford.
They don't look like they're in London with that ugly ass jersey, but they're in
Well,
London.
they no. I thought they were London. Maybe I'm. Yeah, yeah.
Nah,
West
they're in
London,
London.
suburban
Yeah,
town in
West
Ah,
West
London.
London.
yeah,
Yeah.
then let them go there. Let him go there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, let's
Uh,
let's get him there. I like that. Buemo for Sancho.
that's why you better not do that shit.
Then get Cunha in.
That's gonna be the end of it there, boy.
Sell Rashford.
Y'all still wouldn't take Rashford back after what he's showing at Aston Villa?
Dude, I want a club to pay 120 million for him, man.
But this
Astaghfirullah.
guy is dreaming.
That's what I want. No, what I'm saying is the reason why he's playing so well is because he got out of the environment that was Man United. So now he's found what's working. Dude, he needs to go for it, man.
Yeah, let him go to PSG finally.
Yeah, let him get his dream move, perform
Bro,
well.
PSG don't need Rashford. They have way too many chips in there for Rashford to be going to
I mean, they
PSG.
need a striker. They only have what's his
Bro.
name? They
But
only have Ramos.
they can't get another guy who's gonna not track back. You know?
Exactly.
They have enough. Dembele,
Exactly. Do it.
Kava.
But I
Yeah,
don't see
he's
PSG keeping that whole lineup. I think
Exactly.
Due or Barcola are soon about to leave. Barca
I'll
are
take it.
coming.
Trust
Uh,
me.
yeah,
you
okay.
think this season?
Maybe not this season, but I think if Barca lose one of their players, I think like Lewandowski, I think they go for one of PSG's players.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
it all depends. Okay, in other games, Aston Villa beat Newcastle 4-1.
yeah, that game was crazy. Onana's goal was crazy.
Yeah, I missed that. I haven't seen the highlights yet.
Yeah,
Um,
nah, that just goes to show like this top five, not top five, because Liverpool, Arsenal, they've been on a different level this season. But from third place to I think seventh place, everybody's beating everybody, bro. Like
no,
it's
for
like a
real.
dogfight over there. So
Bro, this
For
Premier League
real.
has become so competitive that you can't rest on your laurels, man.
yeah,
You
Once
really
one
can.
season
and
you're
that's why
eighth,
I
next
like the
season you're
fact that
16th.
this season Pep they've been kicking his back in. So next season he won't take that shit for granted.
He's been getting bent over like
Yeah, next season
elastic.
he won't take that shit for granted. He out here rotating in the Champions League group stage because he thought it was sweet.
Yeah, yeah. But that's if you guys are still in the league.
Oh yeah, I told you those charges, man. Slap on the wrist, we straight.
It'd be
Yeah.
so sweet if y'all finish the top five and then them charges drop and then y'all gotta drop out the Champions League and then we get in there. Man, that would
Oh
be
That'll
nah.
be sweet.
Worst case scenario, we get a transfer ban. That's the worst case scenario.
nah,
They're not.
y'all get a transfer ban. That's the
They're not,
typical.
bro. The way the leagues love money, they would not kick a team like Man City out of their league.
Bro,
It's
if Man
Really
City
impossible.
left
makes
the
no
league,
sense.
the amount of revenue would still stay the same, bro.
Y'all are
Y'all,
funny.
y'all aren't
Nah,
the needle
nah.
mover.
Y'all are funny. Y'all
Nah,
are so
that's funny
funny,
though.
bro. Y'all think
Nah.
this is still 2014. That's the problem. That's
So who are they even gonna replace City with? Because so that means that one of the teams that's getting relegated, they will stay. Like whoever's in third. No, sorry, like the third best, not third
No, I
below,
think they're
but
gonna
third up.
bring. I think they might bring people up, right?
No, no way. It gotta be.
See, all of this, all
Hey,
of
no,
this
bro. What?
higgy
Hey,
haga
no way.
is not. It's not possible, man.
Yeah, that's because so who is third? Who's third?
We're gonna go start a super league. Keep playing.
Please start the
Nigga,
Super League, man.
nigga, we
You
gonna
guys
bomb
will
that
be
shit.
shocked that all the viewers you guys thought you had are just bots in India, bro.
That's
We
right.
love our
It's a man.
Indians,
It's a man
man.
called Vivek, man.
We love them Indians,
That
man.
that's who's buying your tickets. Who's liking your posts.
We love the Indians.
The bloody Patels. Brentford they beat Brighton 4-2. They beat them 4-2 in that game. Crystal Palace Bournemouth 0-0. West Ham drew Southampton 1-1. Um, Liverpool they beat Leicester City. They beat them 1-0. Trent scoring that last minute well not last minute but like in the second half goal he scored and he took his shirt off and he put his shirt on the flag and he was demonstrating his passion and stuff. Trent definitely doing the smart thing to leave Liverpool now. I think this is the perfect time to leave Liverpool and further his career. It's
Trent.
the
Yeah,
perfect yeah, it's
I mean, yeah, he's won everything at Liverpool, so
yeah.
all right. So I mean he hasn't won the conference.
Unless they pay him more than Salah,
Bro,
that's what I'll demand.
even the money, bro, just go, bro. Just
Yeah,
go. Go
go
to
enjoy the summer. Go with your pal Jude.
yeah, bro. Like
Go
him going to
vacation
Real
with
Madrid,
Mbappe.
it just him going to Real Madrid is going to elevate his whole everything, his life, his career, everything will just
Yeah,
elevate. Like
yeah.
he'll literally be set for life.
Even
So
his mindset, even just outside, just like the growth as a person, to live in a different environment, get out
mhm.
of Mercy Town, Well,
Immersion.
Mercy, yes, me serious,
That
yes,
you
that's what scaffs.
what the fuck they be saying, but no, honestly, because he grew up in Liverpool, like he grew up there, he lived his whole life
Yeah,
there.
whole life sentence.
Yeah, so shout out to Trent, man. You know, gone but not forgotten. Well, what's it called? Man U. Well, we spoke about that this
We
week,
can
but yeah.
speak again.
nah,
Our
nah,
fan
nah.
base
It's
is
not
huge.
necessary. It's not
The
necessary.
people who just tuned in are probably Man United fans.
Unnecessary. Unnecessary.
It's so funny, yo. But in the other leagues, Barca they beat Celta Vigo. They beat them 4-3. Oh wait, before we move to other leagues, so there's teams that come. Let's see, they are confirmed to be relegated. They're gone. It's finito. It's official.
Nice.
They're
Poor
Who?
Rude, man.
rude Van
Imagine
Nistelrooy.
Rude when you when he answered that phone call from Ten Hag, earlier this year. He did not foresee himself getting relegated in the
Leicester
Premier League
City.
with Leicester City.
Yo,
Life moved
oh,
fast for him, man.
I said this last summer when he was joining United. I said it's a mistake for him to leave PSV to go join Man United. Like it's an absolute mistake, especially to if you're trying to go be the head manager. Go ahead, take that chance. But why would you leave PSV to go to another team to be the second choice? It doesn't add up, especially with a manager that's him. His job at that time was unstable. It wasn't even guaranteed.
Yeah.
So it's a possibility where they could fire both of y'all and just be like, y'all need to get out. So
But man is
because
now out the league.
he was linked to clubs before
Yeah.
he went to Man United.
And getting relegated is like a bad stain. That shit
Mm-hmm.
never leaves you as a coach.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. For sure. Like, ask Ole, he's in Turkey
You,
right
you,
now.
you try shout at your team. This is what it takes to win. They're like, how'd you know, dog? How do you know?
We've seen your record.
We've seen your record.
We know what you did last summer. You know exactly what you did. He wants to start talking about the United days. Man, that was in the early 2000s.
Facts.
Yeah, if everyone get out of here. But so the Ipswich they have like one
Ipswich
more
will
game to
join
be
them.
confirmed. Yeah.
Look
Southampton
at the
being confirmed in
notification I
January.
just got. Bismillah. Manchester City are willing to do anything to sign Desiree Doué. Willing to do anything. I love those words, man.
Man,
Is
niggas
that
willing to be.
Fabricio?
I can.
Nah, it's what's it called? The city HQ. They're the ones that think are
Nigga talking about
transfer
City
rumors.
HQ.
Oh.
Man,
What do you mean?
you
These
can do
are
whatever willing to one, but do it is not
look,
joining
look,
Man
look at these
City.
haters. Look at these
Man,
haters.
hell yeah, we gonna hate. What
Oh
nigga? Do it
man.
at Chelsea? I said at City, bro. Y'all already have hella wingers. You don't need a left winger.
Nah, Dewey gonna play. Dewey gonna play 10.
Do it go
Wait,
play
is
10.
is Dwayne dark brown or light skin? Just checking.
Isn't he light skin? He's
He's
like
No,
he's
then
brown.
like
he's fine. He
he's
could play
like
at
brown.
City.
He brown. He
I
brown.
can see
He
a
brown.
future.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, the darker the berry, you will not succeed at City.
And wait till they offer Amorim the Exodus package. Get rid of all the blacks and you win a treble if he doesn't take it with two hands.
Will you be happy with that?
One day
would
you're
that
gonna
sit
wake
well
up,
with
your
you?
whole starting lineup gonna be white. You say, where them niggas at? They in Paris.
Niggas in Paris.
Nah, dude, it's.
Oh man.
I think United is the opposite. I think when we start embracing our African players, that's when success will come. Ahmad, Mainu, Onana will probably leave, but if we get Suzuki, like I feel we need to tap into that flavor. We've been too British schoolboy for too long.
Zu-
We don't want the
Zu-
British schoolboys no more.
Suzuki is a funny ass name, boy. That's a funny name.
Suzuki is a car. I mean, a bike or something.
That's the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so funny, man.
Zion, man, Zion. That's a
Okay, well,
powerful name.
that's been about it. Barca they beat Celta Vigo 4-3. Atletico Madrid lost 1-0. Did Real
You saw
Madrid?
Valverde's goal?
Nah,
Crazy.
it was
Last
a good
minute
goal.
too. Yeah.
Oh, was to win or to
Not to
tie?
Yeah,
win, last minute for Madrid.
Oh,
Yeah.
1-0. Athletic Club 1-0. Okay. Well, shout out to Barca, man. I really want Barca to win this league, man. I think it's time, man. It's really time. Barca can really do the double right now. People are not talking about that they can do the double, win the La Liga
that's
and the
fun.
Champions League. It's it's a huge possibility.
I don't
And another
mind them
possibility.
winning Champions League.
You say what you say?
I don't mind Barca winning Champions League. Anyone but Arsenal.
Yeah, I don't mind either. Because Arsenal, they could fuck around and win that shit.
Nah, Arsenal, Inter, they can go to hell.
'Cause-
I need a
'cause
Barca PSG final so I can watch in peace.
I don't
honestly,
mind Inter. Why do you hate Inter?
I love AC Milan.
Oh, I see. I see. Oh, so
it,
that's your real club before 2008.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just checking.
Oh yeah, I've said that multiple times.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
started
Okay.
supporting City because of Robinho.
Okay.
yeah,
At least you
Robinho.
own it. That's fine.
So if Robinho would have came to Chelsea, you would have been a Chelsea fan?
Probably.
Wow. We would have been allies.
Probably.
That's hilarious. Well, Robinho, go ahead and join Chelsea, man. We need to recruit. We need more
Robinho is
fans.
in a jail cell right now, so I shouldn't
Yeah.
even be saying his name.
That's hilarious. What he do?
We don't need to talk about things like that.
It's crazy.
Oh,
Why? Let's do player fraud, man. Let's do player fraud. I feel like this has been a good episode. We've got some things in. I don't think there's anything big that we're missing. So yeah.
I give my player of the week to Nico O'Reilly, man. Shout out to the young boy.
O'Reilly.
Oh, here we go.
That should be a
Nah,
chant, man. Y'all gotta sing that.
he's been, and that's not even his position. He plays center mid, so it's good that
Right.
he's getting minutes and showing that this new breed of academy players, they just want to play. You just put them anywhere and they gonna
Facts.
find a way to make it work. So
Facts.
yeah,
Facts. I mean, I'm just waiting for whenever for my thank you. Whenever you're ready to tell me thank you for my
you said he should be. What did you say about Nico Riley, sir?
I said he should be playing. That's what I said. I said you should play Nick O'Reilly. That's what I said. I said, y'all
Oh
got players.
yeah, but nobody thought he was gonna be playing left back.
Hey,
I,
hey,
I obviously I want the youngsters to have minutes, but if we have Nico Gonzalez, like yeah, at some point
man.
I was like yeah. I mean, outside of Gundogan and Kovacic, we should be letting these youngsters like Mukasa and Nico
Who?
Riley play. But he's like 17 though. I don't think he's gonna.
You can say Bukasa. Bukasa,
Yeah,
Sukasa. Bukasa, Sukasa.
as Chelsea's academy, what we just did to
Sukasa,
them, man.
Sukasa.
Stop
Sukasa,
playing, man.
Sukasa.
Stop playing with the
Yo,
kid,
somebody,
man.
yo, where y'all find these people from, yo? Yeah,
Don't worry
somebody,
about
yo.
it. You
Look
gonna see him next year. Don't worry about him.
man, talking about next, and I heard that lie talking about City Academy, what they did to Chelsea Academy. What have y'all been doing to Chelsea's Academy? Yeah,
I
been
mean,
doing
if
shit.
you want to check the table
Man,
and the last couple games, I
City,
think that tells enough of the story.
all our stars for the academy are playing the first team, so that's why we can't
So
really.
they're not in your academy.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why their team is weaker because they play for the first team.
Yeah, but then that means those are first team players. I'm talking about your current academy players.
Bro. Because y'all got players that should be playing men's football, but they're still in your
We
academy.
just beat you guys 5-0, 5-0. We
Talking
beat you
about
guys.
Carmel, man.
We beat you guys home and away. 5-0, bro. Come on. What are we
Not
talking
bad.
about?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all got grown kids in the academy, bro. You gotta graduate at some point. God damn.
Yeah, the oldest person in our academy is 19 years old.
19?
That's
19
the
years
service
old.
they provide, passport fraud.
The oldest person, let me see who's the oldest in this lineup.
Man
Yeah,
is
I'm seeing
26,
Look up
saying
this.
20.
19.
Who is Ronnie Stutter? This nigga is 20 playing for your academy. He should not be there.
Starter. Nah, we loaned him, but he didn't work out for him, so he came back.
Yeah, he should
You
not
you
be
talking
there,
about the
man.
under 23s, right?
Yeah, he should not be there.
Oh, they don't even have the Chelsea under 23 on the app.
See, because y'all are irrelevant.
What's up, Man City
It's
under 20?
Manchester City Academy. We're first place by 2 points. Y'all are in third place. Y'all are
Nah,
9 points behind us.
I Google this.
Man.
Man, now City have a good academy. City have a good academy. They have a good
You
academy.
ain't gotta tell me twice.
They got that me twice.
Alright.
They got good. I swear there's somebody else too that was balling that's coming up too for y'all.
Esky.
Heskey or Heskey's son.
Yeah, and then we got a couple, but I don't know how many of them are gonna make it to the first team. But we have a couple that are balling in the second division, so
You
we'll
see
see
how
how
y'all
that.
say you see how y'all say what's his name? You see how y'all say what's his name? Cunha? I'll take Clivert before I take Cunha.
Yeah, I love Cliver.
Clever. Clever's
That's
good.
He's a baller.
Very good.
Yeah, I'll
I
take
don't think he's
Clivert.
gonna leave Bournemouth because Bournemouth
What?
are they're how many points? They in eighth place. They could possibly get Conference League.
Now, if they finish in Europe for sure, they're not keeping all the like maybe one or two will leave.
I know
But
Kirkes is leaving for sure, but I don't think because
Where is he going?
Clivert,
Liverpool?
yeah,
he's going
Liverpool.
somewhere. So yeah, maybe Liverpool.
He going
But
somewhere.
Clivert is not that. He's not like a youngster. He's like what 26. So they still. I think people are more so looking towards younger players these days.
Yeah, on some R. Kelly shit.
All right.
All right, so you say your player of the week is who? Digo Riley. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
My player of the week, I'll give it to Tyreek George, man. I give it to Tyreek George, man.
Oh, bro.
I did not see that coming, man. Shout out to the young boy, man. 19 years, just turned 19 actually. That's very important to the story. And scored a clutch goal that we needed, and helped my birthday weekend, man. My birthday shenanigans was extended, so it was a it was it was a fantastic
Bro would rather
weekend.
have a good day than a good year. That's the difference. That's the difference between the two clubs, man. You
Yo, it's
sacrifice
so
for a
funny,
day,
yo.
we
What you
sacrifice for the
mean,
year.
man? It's all year round, Nick. All day, every year
Man.
round. No, so funny, yo. Nigga say you gonna have a yeah, Emmy is so rude, yo. That's so funny, yo. That's so funny.
Oh man.
Mr. Mo, shit. All right, what's his name? Dede,
Uh,
who's your player of the week?
Player of the week. This is why I say that the world is always against United, because how can you take part in the game of the week, the game of the year, and not have a player of the week come from that game? And I have to give it to Casemiro, who rolled
That was
back the
midweek
years,
last week. Don't
He
count. That
rolled
was
back the
midweek.
years, got 2 assists, won the penalty. Yeah, it
Bro
was
rolled back
vintage,
the years and
vintage.
he's still 32.
Vintage Casemiro, bro. That was something
Oh
else, man.
man.
Nigga
Defended
only
well,
32.
passed
That's not
well,
funny.
clutch. But his body is a little bit like 36. He did a lot
Yeah,
of
his
he did a lot
body.
of running for Cruz and Modric. Let's just put it that way.
Nah, 100%.
Oh, that's so funny.
100%.
He took
100%.
on his juice.
Yeah, so I'll say
That's so
I'll say
funny.
that he has my player of the week.
All right.
Casemiro.
All right.
Okay. So how about fraud? Who's your fraud of the week?
Let me see. I
Let
gotta think about this one.
me see. Fraud of
Oh,
the
I
week.
got one, man. It has to be Ange Postecoglou, man. Fraud of the week,
Jeez.
man.
That's
That's
crazy.
who I'm putting on the table, because I think they're at 17 losses now.
Damn.
So it's
Oh,
outrageous.
they lost today.
No, it's
They
Wow.
lost
18. Jeez.
18 now. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness, yeah,
damn.
yeah.
Damn,
So
man.
it's ridiculous.
That's
And they're
hilarious.
16 in the table.
Yeah, they're like, if bruh, they can finish 17th, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, them West
But
Ham.
the
West
difference
Ham.
between, honestly, the difference between 13th place and 17th place is 2 points. So anyone in that range can finish.
Yeah, we're close. If I wasn't an Amarin fan, he might be up there, but
Yeah, yeah. 38 points is crazy.
it's crazy, bro.
Bro,
It's crazy.
yeah, we having our own battle upstairs in the table for the Champions League, and they having their own battle downstairs.
It's
No, but
two
the
two
funny thing
points,
is
two
they can't
points to
even get.
safety.
Yeah, they can't even get relegated no more. They just playing for bragging rights. Who finished above
Yes.
who?
Now, but you get more money the higher you finish.
Yeah, but I don't think if you finish 17 and you finish 14th, it's that much. It's like,
I think no,
but
I think it's more than 20 to 30 million difference.
hey, yeah, never mind then.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, you better finish
Yeah,
as
that's
high
a
as
I
you
might
can.
I
little,
might be wrong, but yeah,
it's a
I
little
Because
think
Nike ad.
it's significant.
when you get 40 points, that's when you're guaranteed to stay up. So
Yeah,
I got 2 more points to get
Two more
40.
points to go.
But
But
how's
we're mathematically out of it. We can't get relegated mathematically.
how is Spurs goal difference better than yeah? They have a goal difference of 10, and Man United have a goal difference of
Minus.
-8.
Yeah.
Like
Winners win, bro.
I thought my goal difference. That's so funny.
what's that
Okay,
ball up top?
ball up top.
Well, I'm
they
top,
they
my
they
G.
balling they balling down below. They moving like Roddy Wave. Well, okay, so Ange Bottas, shout out to Ange for the week. For the week, damn, I got a thing, man, honestly, because it was close to being Enzo Maresca before Tariq George stepped up. If we speaking of blackness, it's been a heavy black episode, but on Bob Marley Day, he produced, man. He came up with the ganja. My fraud of the week, I don't know who my fraud of the week is though. I don't know. It's not really been fraudulent stuff that's been happening.
Mine
I
is Inter
guess
Milan.
Inter Milan.
Yeah,
What happened?
I think they lost in the last minute. But now they're tied
Oh
on
my
points with Napoli in first place.
Dude, I
shit.
really want Napoli to win this league, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let Scott McTominay finally win something.
Yeah, that would be beautiful to see, man.
Honestly, he can be a Scotland legend. Honestly, who do I want to win Serie A? I don't even know. I guess Napoli if Conte. Yeah, Billy Gilmore is there too. Let's not forget another excellent midfielder is at Napoli. Billy G.
Billy
Billy
Gilmore,
Billy 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 Billy
that
Billy
bench
Billy
player.
bench. He starts. So you talking about?
No, he doesn't.
Okay, yeah, 13th will get approximately, this is ChatGPT, 23 million or 22.8, and 17th will be 11.6. So cool,
Damn.
10 million.
Damn. Yeah,
That's
10 million.
one
That's a
player
lot.
in your summer budget, man.
Plus you get 5 million. Plus you get 5 million from Sancho. That's 15. Yeah, add that to the trust fund money to
The
go get
trust fund.
Cunha.
Rashford is the key. If we sell Rashford for like 80, 90 million, we have a
Bumbo
lot to
card.
play with in the summer. And
Nah, I
I'll
can't
pay
believe
us
you
out.
said 18, 90. I think you said 19 because ain't no way.
No,
Ain't no,
80. Oh, you guys don't think so? You don't think anyone will pay 80 million
Nah,
for Rash?
man,
ain't no way,
nah.
bro.
Really?
Ain't
Maybe
no.
Saudi. Even Saudi would not pay that much, honestly.
Really?
I don't think so, man.
Yeah, I don't
Just
see it.
just to get back at United, or you think his value is nowhere close to
Nah, I
that?
think his value has dropped. I think
Yeah.
for your
Wow.
time to sell Rashford for that much was like a couple years ago.
If he would
Yeah.
have went out on loan at the start of the season and he was balling out, then maybe you could even see like a 60, so in fact. But the fact that Sancho he went out on loan did he go out on loan at the start of the season or in January, Sancho, when he was at Man United?
Um,
Um, it was start of season.
Start of the season. So
Yeah.
with him, it gave enough time for clubs to be like, okay, maybe there's something in there. So that's why and look how much even Chelsea came in with for Sancho. They became what, 35 or something like that. That's like the thing he's gonna get or 25 mil. So
Okay.
other clubs go on.
They're giving Rashford 55 million on transfer market euros.
yeah,
Yeah,
I would say it's somewhere around that.
yeah,
Damn. Oh, okay.
but
And if
it's
anything,
damn.
that's gonna be in installments. They ain't coming out with the 50 mil.
No one's
Yeah,
paid the lump sum.
Yeah, they ain't coming out 50 mil out the bat.
yeah, nah, you're gonna get this shit in
They say we
full
give you 10 now and 40.
Damn.
Oh man.
pay.
They pay
Um,
in Bitcoin or something.
Damn.
bro, I wouldn't have a fraud of the week, bro. Honestly, my fraud of the week, I might as well
It's
just give
Reece
it.
James. Just give it to your captain, man. You said it earlier.
Nah, nah, man.
Reece James.
I get the Ipswich, man. I get the
Nah,
Ipswich.
nah, nah, nah. How are Ipswich a fraud for losing to Arsenal?
Bro, because against us, they will play, they kept it tight. But against Arsenal, they want to be loose and shit.
So y'all are the frauds.
Man, no, but like, they didn't keep the same energy they have for us against Arsenal. They didn't like, make it tight and hard for them to win.
Yeah,
Nah,
but man,
it,
that's
it's
that's
it's
harsh. That's harsh.
nah, yeah, it's harsh. It's harsh to give. It's harsh to give. What's his name? It's harsh to give. Ipswich for the week, but that's just life, man. That's just life. Life is life is harsh. So hey, that has been the episode, man. It's been a phenomenal episode. We was able to cover everything in the football world. Make sure you hit if you're still watching, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, share with your friends and stuff. And I gotta go pick up this cake. I gotta get my birthday cake. You know what I mean? It's
Cake.
Yeah, but
it's
it was 2 days ago.
Wait, what you say?
But it was 2 days ago. Why you still picking up cake?
Man, every day my birthday, Nick.
All right.
Every day my birthday. Nah, I wasn't here. I was in Monterey. That's why I couldn't do it on
Why are
Saturday.
you picking up your own birthday cake, dog?
That's hilarious. Nah, cause my brother he gets up late, so I literally so I'm about to take
Are you gonna act
fucking.
surprised? It's like, ooh, for me?
Oh my god, it's carrot cake. even though I picked it. But it's so funny because I gotta take the bus to go pick up the cake. So I might be walking around with a full set of cake.
Can't wait
And
till them homeless people in Cali get a hold of you.
man, them niggas don't eat carrots.
Oh, they gonna eat carrot today.
I'm gonna get jumped for my cake. They gonna start me fucking gonna be out 2 days in the mass trying to get that cake. Yeah, man. But yo, this has been fun, man. Let me see. We don't have to leave to go get the bus, but Jide, we appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, Don.
We added you to the group chat, so anytime we record it, man, you more than welcome to join us, bro.
For sure.
More than
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Thanks for having
Yeah,
me.
of
Sir,
course,
sir.
of course. Let me end the live real quick. I'm rich. And MB pay Benjamin Mendy what he's worth, man.
Ooh, Benjamin Mendy.
Yeah, man. Innocent
We
now,
don't.
man. Pay him his money, man.
Yeah, he should have been innocent then, man. Stop throwing them sex parties.
We got body hot, nigga, big body hot,
Yeah. Stop throwing all them
nigga.
sex parties, you'll be alright.
Nigga, Kyle Walker is in AC Milan right now, wilding out. He's in
Kyle
Milan.
Walker,
But
bro.
I know he.
Imagine your team is in distress and your captain leaves mid-season, bro. That's why I've been saying this nigga was never my captain, man.
That's that the image of him, does that go down like in terms of like his status in the club? Like are you looking at him
Nah,
different
because
now?
bro, I think in the last 10 years, I think he's been the best right back outside of like consistency and winning trophies and stuff. No one can chat to Kyle Walker, but I think in the
Nah, bro.
last
Nah, bro.
what?
I don't believe that you can have eyes and love football and say Kyle Walker is the best right back of
No,
anything,
I
man.
said in terms of winning titles.
He was in the best team. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, but he contributed a lot to that.
He
Kyle Walker was
contributed,
locking up every left winger in the league.
but the amount of mistakes this guy made on a daily basis was
Yeah,
covered
within
up
the
by the
last
fact that
year
his whole
is
team was
what I'm
really
saying.
good. The guy can't defend, bro.
Within the last year, he's definitely been found out. But in the last 10 years,
He's
no
always
one can
been a
talk about.
bonehead, man. The guy has no sense. No
Man, no
sense
one can talk
whatsoever.
about Kyle Walker's Premier League legacy, man. No one comes close.
He's good at
Nah, he
1v1. I'll give him that. He's a 1v1 defender and he recovers, but he doesn't know where the ball is. He loses his man constantly. He tackles from the wrong side, fouls. He's not, nah, dude. He's not the best of anything, man.
Man,
He's just
there's
a
no.
serviceable, good right back.
Yeah, and he served us well for the last 10
Yeah,
years. He
that's
won
good, but
everything
not
there
the
is to win.
best. Not the best.
He is the best right back in the Premier League in terms of accolades over the last 10 years, is what I said. I'm not talking about skill. He's far from it.
Okay, okay, okay.
if he would have stayed at Spurs, then I can see the argument of where it's like, okay, maybe not Kyle Walker, but I
He would not
think
have won a damn thing if he stayed at Spurs.
exactly. Like you can't deny the fact that okay, playing wise, he's not like the best, but he's good enough where it's like okay, him adding to his trophies is like okay, yeah, Kyle
Yeah,
Walker,
he's like a good 7. He's like a 7 as a
yeah,
player by himself.
yeah,
Six and a
exactly.
half.
Yeah, all right.
Ah,
I'll take it.
I mean 6.5. I don't know.
He's not in my team no more, so I don't have to defend him.
if Kyle Walker was to invite you to a sex party, would you go?
Hell no. What type of question is that?
You ain't going?
Nah, I like my sex one-on-one.
That's how Kyle Walker likes his defending too.
Yeah. He got the game mixed up. Oh man.
Practice. You like it Doku style. 1v1.
All right. Man said Doku style. Yo. Oh man.
Doku style. Funny man.
Tell Cole Palmer to come outside, man. End the live, man.
Oh shit! What the hell,
Tell Palmer to come outside.
man? Cole, we need you, bro. No lie, bro.